What is up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. It's another Tennessee basketball. I'm sitting down tonight, but appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for tuning in early as we're going to be doing the Tennessee. Oh, Big Orange, John Smith, what's going on, man? Welcome in. But we are going to be doing the Georgia Southern versus the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, as we've been doing all season. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in. We're trying to get to 10 likes, then we'll move on for that. But let's go Vols, y'all. What a great game we had last Saturday morning against the Illini, the Fighting Illini. Tennessee pulled it off there with the defeat down the Illini, so it improves their record. So this game here should be a pretty cakewalk. Georgia Southern, not too good, but you never know what happens when it happens. Georgia Southern could pull up an upset here pretty quick. So just waiting on the audio to be coming in here. The feed will start at 6 o'clock, and we'll let you listen in as we always have on this channel. So we won't be showing the game like a lot of other channels do, but that's a lot of copyright there. But we can let you listen to it in, and we'll be doing reactions and stuff like that too. So make sure you're hitting that like button and subscribing to On the Go at CeeLo too. We are trying to get to 8,200 tonight. Let's see if we can get 19 subs to 8,200. And we would love for you to join our channel for Tennessee basketball. If you're here for Tennessee Vols, we do Tennessee Volunteer basketball here on the channel. We'll be following them all the way through the March Madness tournament, hopefully, when we raise those trophies. So they have a good shot. If they play their defense and play their ball handling like they were against Illinois, I think we have a good chance. So staying out of foul trouble, not hitting the threes like we trying to shoot threes like crazy like we have been, kind of settling it down and doing our thing. So appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you're hitting that like button as you're coming in, and we'll be bringing you the live audio of the game and stats and all that too as well, and talking about the game and reaction. So we'll see what happens here. So let's go over here to the main channel, and we'll get ready here for the game. Hope everybody's doing well. Bringing in the audio here. Just waiting on the game's gonna be on SEC Network. So we'll be bringing that to you live. So make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get to 10 likes. 10 likes, y'all. 10 likes on the channel. As I know, Georgia Southern, not too much of a big draw on other teams, but appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us. But let me see where you're from. If you guys are out here, let me see where you're watching from tonight. I'm from in Tennessee, big Orange fans. Let me see if you're a big Orange fan or you're a Georgia Southern team. You know, got some Braves fans that we follow in our chat too, so we might have a couple Georgia Southern fans as well, but or Georgia fans in general. Preds game, probably not doing the Preds game because they're going to be almost side by side with each other, back to back. So Preds start at 7. These guys start at 6, so I don't really want to start and come in like almost with the game over. So probably not going to do a Preds game tonight, but we do Nashville Predator hockey as well on the channel too. So we would love for you to join us for that too. Just waiting on this Georgia Southern game to start here. It has not started yet, so we're just waiting on it to come in. But go Big Orange. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Make sure you're doing the poll. And if you would like, there's only 13 of us here, but we have a contest, a giveaway that we're going to be doing here the month of December, at the end of December. But it's for members only. So if you want to take part in that chance of getting a $50 Amazon gift card, we'll be giving that away at the end of December. But it's for members only. So you have to be a member to be subscribed, and you have to do a certain thing. You have to go comment on some of the vlogs that we've released here in the month of December. So a $50 Amazon gift card, but it has to be for members only. So make sure you're commenting on the vlogs that we have released here. I just released one today. Big Disney fan. I did one from the Magic Kingdom. So if you're a member, make sure you're checking those out. So just waiting on the live feed to come in here, and we're going to get it going. But we'll see what happens here. Let's take a look at some stats here for Georgia Southern. Team Moore is the leading points getter at 11.9%. What's his name? Parker, he is 5.4 rebounds per game, and Dean, he's 2.8 assists per game. So let me do this here, so I don't have to squinch on my stuff here. 1 second, yo. There's ESPN. We're just waiting on the audio to come in, and we're gonna bring it to you live on the channel. So Not yet. Hadn't been ready yet. So let me do this. We'll get some stats here for you guys as we talk some college. Only other college basketball game today is Duke. They're playing tonight as well. So Duke against HOF, whoever that is, playing tonight on ESPN2. We're on the SEC network. So on the SEC network, it might be a little behind on the score compared to the audio, but hopefully it won't not be. So here we go. Let me take a look at the game cast here. Here, that's a lot better. I can see now. For the Tennessee Volunteers, connect. He's always connecting. 19.2 points per game, 49% field goal percentage from the field, and a 79% free throw percentage for Dalton Connect. He is the leader of the points. And rebounds is dude. He's 7.1 rebounds per game, 5.2 defense per game, and 1.9 offensive rebounds per game. So, dude's doing his thing. He also can shoot from the outside, so that's always going. And then the Zig, 3.9 assists per game, 2.0 turnovers per game, and that is it. So that is a great shot for our boys in blue. So our boys in orange, our good leaders, Dalton Connect, dude, and Zig. But I think if we can just take care of this game here and get it going, and then Saturday night, we'll be doing the late game here. Saturday night at 10 o'clock at night, 9 Central, we'll be doing the live coverage of the NC State Volunteer game. Not sure why it's so late. I don't know if they're on the West Coast in the tournament or something. I haven't really checked into that. But they'll be playing NC State on the late night. So we'll be bringing that to you on Saturday. So make sure you tune in for that too. So make sure you hit that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 20 likes. That is our new goal. 20 likes on the channel. I'm just waiting on at 6:01, so it should be coming in here in just a second. There we go. Nope, it says it's not started yet. So come on now. Just waiting on it to get it started here, and we'll bring it in. What's up, Cotton? What's going on? How you doing? Hola. Glad you're still there after all the tournament. Yeah, we're good. A little scary there for a moment there, but we are all good on the channel. There we go. There we go, Xfinity. So like I said, when it's on SEC Network, it's going to be a little behind compared to the full score. So just stick with me, but you'll get to hear the full audio of the game on the channel. So here we go. Coming to you now. Audio. Bringing it live. About to have tip-off right
a game to have
now.
Confidence early.
Well, you did some extra research. Tennessee hasn't had much success against Georgia Southern.
They have not. Now, they've never played Georgia
It's
Southern.
basketball time in Tennessee.
Rick Barnes is 31-0 in his career against Sun Belt Conference teams. Here's Santiago Vescovi. And a touch inside for Jonas Adu. Tennessee will have a huge advantage in the interior tonight, and so they start off getting it to Adu, shooting 51% from the floor.
Well, the message from Rick Barnes and his team over the last couple of weeks has been, we're going to establish that painted position.
Oh, boy, Vescovi just went down on the screen up top, then a missed layup, and then Adu found him. And I think, hopefully,
Vescovi looks
it was
hurt.
just banging knees that took Vescovi to the hardwood.
Like a knee to that lower thigh area. And that's Tennessee basketball now. They're going to try to blow up every screen, and right there, yeah, knee to the upper thigh.
What is the, outside of that, just that play where Vescovi got banged up, what is the value of being so physical against screens?
Well, teams don't like it, and Tennessee forces you to play a physical brand, or you're going to get blown out and knocked out early.
Appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like button for us,
what Tennessee does, they set the
Goes
rules
still
of the game
2-0.
every time they step on the floor the first couple of minutes.
With the basket first off.
That was Dalton Connect, who couldn't finish first time through for the transfer from Northern Colorado, one of the most impactful transfers in college basketball.
Georgia Southern ball to the basket, out
Monte
of bounds,
Parker, the
turnover,
freshman, loses
Tennessee
it.
ball.
This is a Georgia Southern team that averages only 68 points a game. They led at half against North Florida for the first time all season and had 4 in double figures, but Charlie Henry,
Sure, hitting that subscribe button
previous
for
head
Tennessee
coaching
basketball,
experience was with the Windy City Bulls. He was a Chicago Bulls assistant and spent time in the NBA before rejoining forces with Nate Oates at Alabama.
On the thumbnail tonight. Back into
dude.
And a foul on dude. He's going to go to the line.
We'll put you at the line. There's no doubt about that. The first on Tyron Moore.
Yeah, this is a lot of teaching going on right now early in the career for Charlie Henry. And most of the practice today on game day, he was teaching his guys still. Not a lot of time to focus on the opponent. It's a building process, but I think that's one of the main reasons that the athletic director, Jared Benko,
So 3-0.
was attracted to this guy,
A-Dude
because
connects
that Alabama system last
with
year,
a
number 1
basket
seed
there
overall,
from the
their
free throw
rate
line.
of shooting threes
Shoot
and
one more.
layups. It's a unique system that he's recruited to. And like you mentioned earlier, the 3 ball will fly at a frequent rate tonight.
Adu goes 1 of 2 from the line. That foul was on Avante Parker,
3-0.
the freshman center.
Let's go.
A touch for
Turnover.
Curry and another turnover. He
Go,
started
Tennessee
his career
down the
playing
ball.
at
Here
Ole
goes
Miss,
Vescovy.
and he's seeing some more playing time lately. Here's Connect.
Keeping that like button, y'all.
Where's
Trying
Tennessee
to
at
get
its best
to
offensively?
Getting the
20
ball side to
likes.
side. They're one of the better off-ball screening teams that there is, and that's what happens.
There you go.
They get that ball to the second or third
Hey,
side,
dude,
all of a sudden,
with 5
Santi
already.
Vescovy or Connect, they're playing off of a closeout. I think Tennessee's at their best when Vescovy's getting to the paint.
Another turnover.
Deflection by Ziegler. Adu may be on his way to career high. His previous high was 17. He's already got
8 more likes
5
to
early
20.
on.
Help us get
He
there.
was really good in the second half at North Carolina. And that SEC
Georgia Southern ball.
challenge.
Eagles
I know
to the
that.
basket.
One of the
Nope.
big reasons why they fought their way back in that game.
Here's Curry.
No score.
rebounded
Scoreless still
by
for the
Josiah
Eagles. Here
Jordan
comes the
James.
Vols.
And now Ziegler with the
Zig,
driving
pass
kick.
out.
All
Adu.
alone for 3. Got it. I said it might be a career night. Why not? Only 2
5
threes all
points.
season,
8
and he
points
drills
for
his
Adu.
first.
Yeah, but he shoots a good ball. I mean, I know he doesn't take a lot of them, but it looks good coming off of his hand. A really good find by Ziegler, who's back to almost full speed.
Zig.
In the open floor, 3 on 2.
Back out. Connect
wants
to look for a
transition
3.
3 and now drives.
3.
James. off
James
back
with the
rim.
brick.
And
The
then he
turnover.
checks down the loose ball, gets on the court
Slow
to
it
do
down,
so.
boys.
Georgia Southern has started this game 0 for 3 with a couple of turnovers. Aaron Banks gets tied up, and the jump ball will keep it this direction.
Yeah, you mentioned Adu. He comes in, made 2 threes on the year, 2 out of 8. But look at this shot now. That's a very natural release for a kid that's 7 feet tall. I mentioned Ziegler getting back to what I think is the Zakai Ziegler that Vol Nation has always loved. His ability now to go full speed and stop and make plays tells me that he has complete trust back in
8-0,
that
16:57 to
ACL
go.
knee injury.
And tore his ACL February 28th of last year.
Ooh, almost turned it over again. Georgia Southern 0-9. 8-0 already Vols. To the
Probably the
basket.
same ref that would have
And he
called
still
the Chiefs
can't buy a
wide receiver
basket.
offsides on Sunday. Silly details. Curry lost it, and Georgia Southern
Timeout.
wanted a timeout and said it's a jump ball, and that will give it back to Tennessee.
Why the Streamlabs is not working.
It must be fun for Carlos Curry.
Streambot
Started
looks like
at
it's
Ole Miss,
good.
redshirted a year there, then played a year to get back onto an SEC court.
Well, he had 26 starts last year, did Curry. And you're going to see 10 or 11 guys play for Georgia Southern, and Rick Barnes might go that deep as well. But they're just still trying to figure out who's our go-to guy. Where do we really need to score from? They want to shoot threes and shoot layups, but against Tennessee, you better take what you can get.
Oh, he missed.
Adu had it
At the rebound, though.
rattle out. Now looking for an assist.
Ziggs
Vescovy
Vescovy
for
3. Oh.
Connect with the rebound. Ziegler in the
two.
paint, a little push shot. And that's
In
an
and out.
area he has struggled this year, Jimmy.
Man.
Just 2 for 11 on close twos. When he joined this league and
Still
had such a
8-0.
fantastic first year with Tennessee.
Hey, dude, with
even
all the
at
points.
5'9", he was really finishing. Here's
Here comes a
Adu with the
turnover.
steal. Gonna
Hey,
take it
dude.
himself.
10
Big
points
fella's
for
already
the
got
man.
double figures.
What an active
10
first
points for A-Dude
4
already.
minutes for Jonas Adu.
Have you ever seen this? He scored all 10 for Tennessee early on.
And you know what? Jonas has never seen this either.
No. In 17 against George Mason earlier this season, Bryant puts up an air ball.
And the ones you got to make is you force Tennessee to come off that ball side, corner 3, a wide open look.
Vescovy, look for 0, everybody. And a rare Tennessee empty possession. And that will be an over the back call. Notice they do.
15-25, a
myself
timeout.
for a Tennessee team that is averaging 1.3 points per possession early.
Well, he's averaged 10 and 7 over the last 3 or 4 ball games at a high percentage, and that's a 7-footer now with a rim run. Well done, Jonas.
All right, appreciate y'all being here. Thanks so much for hanging out today. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel. We do Tennessee basketball here on the channel. we would love for you to hang out with us as well and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 8,200 tonight. Let's see if we can get to 18 more subscribers tonight. We'll see if it happens. Probably not, since this game is not going to be very close at all. But it's already 10-0. A-Dude with all 10 points. He's having a career day so far. So thank you for hitting that like button for us and subscribing to the channel. And appreciate it, y'all. And we do have emojis. If you're a member in the channel, we have emojis for you guys. If you guys would like to use those, we have a Tennessee emoji. We have a Georgia Southern emoji as well. So if you guys are members, you can use them up. So appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. As we're at a timeout right now. A-Dude with 10 points already. Crazy. So just waiting on the audio to come in, as we always pause the commercials. The stream bot is not working. Let's see if this works. Points. Let's see if that works. Yep, Streamlabs points is working. It's just not, no one's talking in the chat, I guess. So, but thanks guys for hanging out.
Let's start with Caleb Battle at Arkansas. Comes off the bench, but he leads them 16 points a game. Big physical guard transfer from Temple. Arkansas right now trying to find their way, but they got the pieces. And speaking of pieces, how about Allen Flanagan? Goes from Auburn to Ole Miss, and a big reason why Ole Miss, Tom, is 9-0 and unbeaten. Man, he is really driving the ball with force. And then Dalton Connect. You talk
First
about
of January, we got Ole Miss.
Second team Big Sky performer last year and might become the SEC Player of the Year the next year. I think he's a first-round draft pick waiting to happen. And those three guys all lead their teams. They're major factors out of that transfer portal. And Connect, to me, has changed Tennessee's team.
What's up, Chris? What's going on, man?
Struggle with those scoring droughts. They had a little bit of one against the Illini on Saturday, but man, Flanagan and Battle, and those aren't the only ones, but those three guys right there are getting it done offensively for sure.
Even guys that came in previous years via the transfer wire. Antonio Reeves of Kentucky, Sean East at Missouri.
Tennessee if they make it
into a leading scorer
timeout. He could not get it in. Georgia Southern feeling that pressure.
Tennessee has worked really hard the last couple of weeks on just what they did. They are starting to really get after you on baseline out of bounds under defensively. They're putting size on the ball, and they are locking you up. And where you can steal 6, 8, 10 points a game.
I appreciate it, Chris.
Situations.
Thanks,
and Rick Barnes full attention right now.
Thanks for always hanging out here, dude.
On that defense out of bounds under.
Rick Belinsky coaching him up in the huddle. He was the head coach at Georgia Southern from 95 to 99, now on Rick Barnes' staff. And a great impact defensively, as we pointed out, Tennessee is known for. Georgia Southern has had 8 possessions to start this game. They've turned it over 4 times.
Georgia Southern trying to get the ball in.
Got it in the paint, and they
get a foul.
They're
actually going to get some points here, maybe.
Mashak commits his first.
Tennessee, 19 personal fouls per game is a little bit concerning. And I know they play a physical brand. I love how they play, but you go back and look at some of their games they had against Purdue and the number of times they put the Boilermakers on that free throw line. And continuing to get better at defending your rear ends off without fouling. A growth area for Tennessee going forward.
And correction, that foul was on Santiago Vescovi a moment ago.
So
Curry goes 2 for 2 from the line for the first points of the night
got
for
some
Georgia
points.
Southern.
0-9 Georgia Southern
on the floor
Eagles.
for Tennessee, along with
taking on the 6-3 Tennessee Volunteers. Gainey now out there on the court. Back over to Vescovi. Vescovi back to
Vescovi shares it to James.
Back to Vescovi.
He just couldn't get a clean handle on it.
Back to Gainey.
Here's Gainey. Ball fake. Nice pass.
And good rebound.
Another
Tennessee,
offensive rebound.
2 points. 12
and Awaka's got a bucket. That's the first non-ADU bucket of the night.
How about that? It was really good
first
defensive sequence by Georgia Southern, but you've got to finish it off with that defensive board.
3 for Georgia Southern, and they bury it 12-5.
That's Jamar Franklin, who's shooting 39% from deep. He's a transfer from South Alabama.
Tom, you can't come off. If you're
Waka
Tennessee, you can't come off shooters on the
layup
perimeter. You know what they
there.
want to do. The numbers back it up. Watch out.
Nice stab. Jordan James. Oh, he missed a Meshack.
Sloppy on the offensive
Sloppy
end for
play.
Tennessee.
Tennessee here.
Georgia Southern has scored on consecutive possessions. It's being empty on their first 8 tries. James with the rebound. And the two veterans playing a good two-man game. The assist to Vescovy on the 3 from James.
There you go,
That's
Jordan
really
James.
I call
with
it
points,
an
three-pointer.
In the conversion offense, they run that big
15 to
right
5.
to the middle
Back
of the
to
rim
lead
and
to
2
10.
shooters in the far corners. And the trail guy is the tail of the airplane. And that time it was Josiah Jordan James with a clean look.
It's back where I usually sit.
Yeah, you are back there by the blue water quite often.
Come on, boys. Let's defense here. Slow it down a little bit.
First to board, last to leave. Good hands
Turnover.
and a rip
Here
by
comes
Gainey.
Tennessee.
Chance for Tennessee.
Gainey to the
in
basket.
transition, and he got tied up and
And he
will
gets
go to the
fouled.
line. Foul on Manny Harris Jr.
We've talked about how Connect has changed his team offensively. Gainey has the same firepower about him.
Thank you for subscribing, Cookie Savage.
Career 40% guy before he transferred in.
Savage,
Has not
thanks for
shot
that
the ball at
subscribe.
that clip, but you talk to coaches that play against Tennessee like Brad Underwood at Illinois. And this guy is high on the scouting report, knowing that he is instant offense when 2 and white checks in.
Going to shoot 2.
Transferred in
not
from
Gainey.
USC Upstate. Was first team Big South Conference last year. Former freshman of the year in the league. And his dad, Justin, I can't believe Justin's old enough to have a junior in college.
Yeah, he doesn't look like it, does he? Justin's a heck of a player as well, but for his career, Gainey
Thank you for that
is
subscribe as well. We're
42%,
17
Tom, on
away
catch
from
and shoot
8,200.
threes. So when he finds that rhythm, there's his dad. When he finds
17
that
to
rhythm,
5, all
he's
Tennessee,
capable
like it
of having
should
some
be.
18, 20-point
0
games in
9
SEC
Georgia
play
Southern
this year.
Eagles do.
Deustein with the ball in his hands.
That's some
Both
fun here tonight.
coaches getting deep into their benches.
We're just trying to try to go back door,
Near
back out
walk
to
for
3.
Georgia Southern. Here's
Clear
Moore for
open.
3.
Brick.
And the loose ball belongs to the Eagles. No surprise that Charlie Henry would go deep into his bench. 7th in Division I, getting 45% of the minutes from reserves.
Southern dishes it out to 3.
Play ball short.
Another turnover. Back to Georgia Southern to the basket.
And a challenge,
Another
comes
you
out
can't hit a
Tennessee's
basket
way.
here.
Georgia Southern 1 for 10 to start this game from the
Thank
floor.
you for those subscribes, too. Meshack. Back out to Connect. Connect to the basket.
Connect.
Could not catch Connect either. It looks like some street
Early
ball
run
going
for
on
Kate
there.
Phillips as well, doing his best John Fulkerson impersonation out there.
And
And
foul.
the loose ball will give it right back to Tennessee. Another
Nope,
turnover,
loose
6th
ball.
of the
I thought it was a
night
foul.
for Georgia
loose
Southern.
ball, Georgia Southern turnover. The
I
turnovers are
like
going to
your
be ridiculous
description
here.
of 12 and white for Tennessee, because I think that this kid, Kate Phillips, has a lot of toughness about him. And he's got that competitive fight that Rick Barnes, I think, is going to trust him with minutes going forward.
Meshack.
Do you think
Connect
Phillips
calling
will
for
be
the
here
ball
for 12
there.
years like Fulkerson was?
Probably not. I don't know what Folky's doing now.
Already got the
Tell
freshman
me
in
on
there
Twitter
already.
where Folky is. You wish watch Tennessee, Tom. Don't watch the ball as much tonight. Just watch the off-ball movement, how hard they cut, how they finish their cuts and stick their head all the way under the rim. The off-ball screening action. They're one of the better teams in college ball with what they are doing away from the basketball on the offensive end.
See inbound.
And that's what makes them so hard to defend.
I think it is. Not a lot of teams do that off-ball
Freshman,
screening
hey,
action
dude,
like
drove for
Tennessee. They do.
three.
I've made one. Why not another?
He is
Rebound,
still
Tennessee.
outscored
That
Georgia
easy.
Southern,
And
even though
he
he's been
do.
on the bench the last
And
3
he
minutes.
do.
Adu's got a dozen.
12 for
Southern is
A-Dude
5.
already. Who would have thought A-Dude was going to have the lead in scoring here? He's at 18%. Y'all said
Franklin
Connect.
was impacted with Adu's presence in the paint.
Oh, foul.
Whistle for the
face of
offensive
Meshack.
foul. His first. Welcome to the Jonas Adu Show tonight.
Yeah, right?
Jonas Adu has been very active, hard cutting, knocking down threes. I mean, he's a legit 7-footer that gives Rick Barnes a real anchor on that inside.
Oh, all right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in It's the Joseph A. Dude show tonight. He's got 12 points already. Tennessee's sailing already, as it should be. 19-5 is the score. Georgia Southern Eagles are 0 on the season, so they've been getting blown out by everybody. So it should be a good time to get some of the freshmen on some great playing time tonight. Let the boys, the top boys, rest a little bit, get a little bit in there, but let's see Gainey and Phillips and all those kids out there right on the floor. They don't get much playing time, so this is a good night to get it. So make sure you hit that like button. Y'all, we're trying to get to 20 likes. 20 likes is the goal tonight. Probably going to be a little slower than normal, but I want to do the game. I told you I'd do all the Tennessee games, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be doing the next Tennessee game next Saturday night around 10 o'clock Central, late night. Who's going to be up with me to watch that? Tennessee versus NC State on the channel. So make sure you guys are here with us late night to watch that game. But Nashville Predator hockey probably this week as well. So make sure. What's up, Beaver Time? What's going on? Get those nuggets. I random answered the survey. It wouldn't let me phone a friend. Bummer. But welcome in, Beaver Time. What's going on? Another member of the channel. So speaking of members of the channel, we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card to the members. So you have to be a member to get in on the contest. How do you get in on the contest? You just go to one of the vlogs that I've released in December and make a comment, and that's how your entry is. And then there's also a video for you members to find out how to get them. So, all right, here we go.
5, Musa Cisse at 7 foot. And this is a team that's going to be hard to handle. It's interesting to me, Tom, they're the only unbeaten in college basketball, still not ranked in the top 25. So I think people are missing right now on this Ole Miss Rebel squad. But they are led by Alan Flanagan. Matthew Morrell has bought in.
Some empty seats
I
there
think
tonight.
Ole Miss is really good. And Chris Beard expects to win year one. That's what he expected when he was at Little Rock. That's how his expectations were at Texas Tech and Texas. He has sent that message to Ole Miss from the day he got hired. We're going to win now. And they have backed it up with a lot of close wins. Still doesn't matter. 9-0 is 9-0. And they're a real factor in this league this year.
Well, bookkeeping note, that last foul on Tyron Moore was upgraded to a flagrant foul for a shot to the head. Lee Cassell just informing us. Watch that right there. That put Meshack down. They reviewed it.
3.
And so we got a flagrant 1 on Tyron Moore.
I saw Meshack get hit, and you drive the ball, and you use that non-ball handling hand to clear out space and make head contact. And the easy, proper call to make. And I got my answer on Folke, by the way.
Yeah.
He's in his second season with the Leuven Bears in Belgium. And he's teammates this year with VFL's Tyreek Key and Victor Bailey Jr.
Yeah.
Flagrant
and
foul.
Jalen Tate, who played at Arkansas, is also on that team.
That's going to be a good team.
So, you know what? They're probably watching tonight.
The Leuven Bears?
Yeah, the whole Leuven Bears. I'm sure they got us dialed in at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is that what it is in Belgium?
Give or take.
Oh, I thought you were going to shoot 3.
Meshack knocks
2
them
now.
both down.
Tennessee
will
gets the ball
have
back.
possession.
It's 21-5.
Tennessee on a 9-0
got 12
run
points
in a game
already.
they led 10-0. Thanks in large part to all the points
sloppy
coming from
game
Jonas
for Georgia
Adu
Southern.
early.
Tennessee put in some of that as well. What's up, Gator? Welcome into. Appreciate you being here too. Tennessee ball.
Adu touch. He's got a freshman Parker
some more.
guarding him at 6'9", 210.
To the basket. No.
And the rebound fought for and corralled by Nate Bradford.
Georgia Southern looks for it.
Here's Banks from Eatonton, Georgia. To Putnam
3.
County.
Yeah,
Drains
good
it.
offense. Really good job
It's
by
21
Banks
to 8.
to dribble hard and to dribble handoff, not get called for the moving screen to free up the jump shot.
Hey, dude, at the
Looking
basket.
at another high
Nothing.
percentage look, and Moore committed his second.
He's just too much, is Adu, for this level of competition.
Hey, dude.
Mentioned his numbers earlier. He's averaging 15 points a game, shooting 60% in his last 3 ball games.
Hit that
2
like
of those
button. We're
teams,
trying to
North
get to
Carolina
20
and Illinois,
likes.
pretty
There's
good, by the
25
way.
of us
This
here.
guy's
Can you
really
hit the like
grown in
button
his
for us?
confidence.
Hey,
He
dude.
went
Here.
right out
Another
Armando
one.
Bacot at North Carolina in that
22
second half. Rick Barnes
points. That's
called
13
his number
points for
4 or
him
5
now.
possessions in a row, and he delivered. He and Connect got him back in that thing, but
14.
we learned this about Rick Barnes today. He does not like cold soup. right? He does
Yeah.
not like cold soup.
You just caught me off guard because I thought you were sticking with the basketball theme. But here's one other thing we learned about him. He had never
Georgia
had
Southern
a chicken
down
taco until
23-18,
last week.
10:44 to go.
Never had a chicken taco.
You said, I just thought tacos all should have beef in them.
I'm not a huge fan of cold soup either, but at least I know when it's served to me, you don't ask the waiter to go back and heat it up. That's apparently what he did, the younger Rick Barnes.
What temperature does your gazpacho served at? Dial it up. Avante Parker picks up his second.
He is the best.
Very nice of him to take us on a tour of Knoxville today.
So Phillips comes out.
See the whole town.
Time for the freshman to play.
So Zakai Ziegler back from the torn ACL. Visited with
Zig.
him before shoot around today. He really made it seem like he's getting more and more confident in what he's able to do physically.
Turnover, bad turnover. Here comes Georgia Southern. Zig trying to cause it. Stop.
Back for the block.
Back doors.
Wow.
Get it out.
And
Get it out.
from James.
2 times.
Carr was like a lion chasing him down, and now Harris's three is
Wow, what a play for
Talk
Tennessee.
about making
Rejected
an
3
impact.
times.
Cameron Carr defensively. What an effort.
Well, this is a kid, 43 and white for Tennessee, that's already on the NBA radar screen. And that type of athleticism and length and explosiveness and quickness is why you're going to get some
Zig
looks.
finds him out
And
through.
for three.
That's just
Some
a
of these
long
kids I haven't
run.
even
Listen,
seen play all
6'4"
year.
Carr.
I got him
recognize the
6'5",
numbers.
but whatever you want.
All of it.
I was going to talk about Ziegler, then Carr just stole the show. Here's a guy who doesn't give up.
Well, their pursuit of the basketball is always in place, but this recovery length and recovery speed and explosiveness
Carr
by
like
43
rejected him
white.
twice under the
That's some
basket.
special stuff, and certainly Tennessee wants to win the game tonight, but they also want to win the opportunity. What the opportunity is, get some of these guys that haven't gotten a lot of minutes on the floor in live action.
Comes
Carr,
Tennessee,
one of those
Zig.
guys.
That ball was at the top of the box. When he
Throw it up.
Back to Ziegler.
Back to Carr.
A healthy
Back to
Zakai
Adu.
Ziegler means what to Tennessee? Nice slip and Gainey finishes.
Man, they are just carving up that Georgia Southern half-court
80.
offense with hard scoring cuts. Will Ziegler, first of all, he's the pulse of the team, the
25-8.
DNA, the toughness, all that stuff that he triggers on both ends. But Tom, he's still, to me, he's the one guy that can get inside that defense off the bounce and make a play. Vescovi can do it as well, but boy, Ziegler driving the ball, finding shooters like Connect and Gainey this year, a real value in SEC play.
Shot clock winding down. It's at 1.
Man, still
Adu
can't
with the
find a
rebound.
basket. 25-8.
Adu's 14 points are already tied for his third most in a full game in his career, and we're not even 12 minutes deep.
There are signs up on Tennessee's campus as you walk into dorms and places to eat that says, please carry your scooter. I think that's because of Zakai Ziegler. I think when he was injured, he's the kind of guy to me that might ride his scooter right down
Tennessee's gonna inbound right
the entry
here.
to a dorm.
Yeah, you could be right.
Good action.
Three,
Baseline out of
Dre.
bounds, a 3 for Gainey.
Tom, that's
Gainey.
such good action because you've
The
got
three.
Adu rolling to the front of the rim as a lob threat, and then off of that lob threat, Gainey
28-8, lead by 20
Very
already.
difficult to cover that little simple two-man game.
8:23 to go here.
Dean picked up his dribble. Not what you wanna do
Defense,
against
strong
Tennessee.
defense.
Shot clock at 10. Here's Cam Bryant. Getting late again for Georgia Southern.
Three
Dean
for
lets it
Georgia
fly.
Southern brick. Rebound Tennessee.
Rebound by James.
Here comes James. Back over to Gainey. Gainey, hey dude. And he's in.
Winning the elbow, and Rick Barnes, he wants his point guards to rush that thing through the elbow. If you can't get at least cut through the
30-8.
elbow, that's exactly where Adu found himself
This
on the
isn't even.
floor.
This is like a practice.
Most points in the first half by a volunteer this season for Jonas Adu. Connect had 15 in Chapel Hill, and then, of course, blew up in the second. Before leaving with an ankle injury.
Is that 18 points? 16 points.
That'll get a trip to the free throw line for Manny Harris Jr. And the first on Josiah Jordan James. 30-8, Tennessee already rolling.
Appreciate y'all hanging out here. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel. We do Tennessee basketball here. And we would love for you to join us and hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to be our subscriber to the channel so you can follow any more Tennessee basketball, we'll be trying to do as many as possible. But our goal is 16 away. We're trying to get to 8,200 tonight. And we're trying to get to 20 likes. If you could hit the like button for us, we'll 6 more likes to 20. And then 16 more subscribers to 8,200. That's our goals to get that 8,200. But if you're just coming in, my name is CeeLo. Welcome in. And you're listening to the live audio of the ESPN SEC Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers versus the Georgia Southern Eagles. And it has been all Tennessee from the beginning. A-Dude's already got 16 points. It's just been all Tennessee. So good little time to get some of the playing time for the freshmen in here. They were already in. Normally they don't see time until it's almost a blowout. So they're already in. They've had some time. Gainey hit the big three. Good to see him connect with a three. He's been struggling from the outside of the paint. So get back the audio here in just a second. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're a member, become a member as well for 99 cents. The low price of 99 cents will get you a membership and get you into the contest. Just by commenting on one of the vlogs in December, you get you in for a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway at the end of the month. So appreciate y'all hanging out here today. Spread the love, spread the share it out. If you know another Tennessee fan that wants to watch the game, tell them, hey, I can't watch it on the SEC Network, but I can listen to it on here. So we'll be bringing it here in just a second. We also do Nashville Predator hockey. If you're a Tennessee fan, you like hockey, Nashville Predators. We also do that as well. I was going to do that game tonight, but won't have much time left when I get done with this one here. But we will be doing games as well. So appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like button for us, subscribe, sit back, relax, and we're going to let you listen in. Here we go.
Men's basketball doubleheader coming your way Saturday, 5:30 Eastern. Starts with Mike White's Georgia team taking on High Point. And 9-0 Ole Miss plays host to Cal in San Antonio right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Are the Hall of Fame series beginning at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. One thing I don't understand is why Ayers Hall gets all the love when South College, everybody knows, is the oldest building on campus.
Beautiful campus is Rocky Top Nation. And they are set to have a magnificent winter this year watching this Tennessee team. And the depth of Tennessee is there. Now, Rick Barnes only went 8 deep against Illinois with his starters, and Gainey, Awaka, and Meshack off the bench. But
so Jordan James Fowler gets 2 shots here.
I think he'll have ready for SEC play, which you're going to have. It looks to me, I'll ask you, it looks to me like Tennessee is the most complete team right now. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks away from SEC play beginning. Kentucky has looked great at times. I just think this team has been battle-tested tough and have held up well.
I agree with you. I think the one counter to that is Kentucky is getting healthier. They've already added 1 7-footer. They will add another shortly, maybe in their next game.
And how will they look?
30-10.
Will John Calipari go back to playing some minutes of big ball
That's
with 2 on the floor at the same time?
Nothing.
A lot of pieces, though, that Cal has to work with.
You like what Reed Shepard's shown you so far?
I love his game. We knew he could shoot the ball for sure, but
Georgia Southern ball here.
Probably the most complete guy that Cal has had so far this season. Dillingham's been really good, explosive, but man, Reed Shepard knows the value of putting on that Kentucky jersey. For sure.
He's playing good defense.
Speaking of Shepard, he leads the league in steals. Better
Shot
than
clock
2
at
steals
6.
a game. And I asked him earlier this season, he was being off balance.
And he got it.
Shot.
Wow. 30-12.
Where that drive came from defensively. And he said, I played for my dad. And my dad told me, if you're going to do something, you might as well do it to the best of your ability. So he's always taken pride in his defense. I think this is going to be a really good athletic defensive league.
Back to A-Dude. Back to Zig.
There's no doubt. And Reed Shepard is
trying to do it inside the A-Dude.
Shepard is such a high IQ kid.
Turnover, Tennessee, Georgia Southern ball.
In their NBA testing, Reed Shepard had the fastest shuttle.
That's right.
Shuttle run, right?
Yeah, shuttle time. Yeah, better lateral quickness than anybody on the team. I was talking with Lee Cassell when you were talking about Ole Miss and the job Chris Beard has done immediately. Speaking of adding bigs, what makes Ole Miss so tough here early on?
Well, defensively, they know who they are. And that's
blocked.
no surprise.
A-Dude, man.
Almost a shot clock
Can he
violation.
do, what else
There's
can
that
these guys
airplane
do?
run out.
Wow.
A-Dude, man.
And they're going to count it. I believe they call goaltending on that. Yeah, they'll count it, and they'll go to the line for an and one.
Tennessee is so good this year, and Rick Barnes wants a high possession game, and Ziegler with a pass ahead. If you don't have size that can run what they do, because he's a true 7-footer, and if your first line of defense back is a 6'3" guard, there's no stopping Adu, and you've got to have size that can run with this kid.
They are taking a further look at
32-12.
that last play and goaltending. So Adu's got a career high 18 already. We haven't yet hit halftime. Watch it after it came off the glass. And that is a rule that Rick Barnes knows well.
Yeah, that rule started back during that Kentucky LSU game. At the end of that game a few years ago, that got everybody's attention about being able to check that goaltending basket interference call. And this is a mature Tennessee team to come in here and handle business and ignore that 0-for-9 record that they're up against and play like they're supposed to play. And there's my point again about Rick Barnes. Maybe you learn it from Bruce Pearl, whoever you learn it from, but you take advantage on those out-of-bounds under on either end and steal possessions within a game, or at least force the opponent to call a timeout.
Well, Joseph Adu is 7 of 10 from the floor in this first half.
Adu's like, give me that rest of the half off,
now.
boss.
The rest of the Tennessee team
19 points.
4 for 13.
Jonas Adu, man.
It's a team that can score this year, Tom, and they're one of 6 teams Tennessee is in the country with at least 4 guys that have gone over 1,000 points in their career, and Adu's not one of them. So those 6-7 minute scoring droughts that have kind of bitten Tennessee at times from the backside this year, I think they will be fewer and farther in between. They struggled at North Carolina in a little bit of a stretch when they settled for a lot of jump shots for 6 or 7 minutes, but this team has grown a lot in my eyes over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, face guard with a center fielder, man, just a lot of pressure to get it in.
Freddie DeLeon on the floor for Tennessee. He's been battling some injuries, partially torn left plantar fascia against Wofford earlier this season. Very talented backcourt on the floor for Tennessee right now. Vescovy with the reach. It's his second.
What I admire about
33-12
is he's his 5th year in this Tennessee program, and he still gives you every single thing he has every day. There's no complacency. There's no, I've lost my edge, nothing about that. And that's not easy to do when you've been in a program under a hard coach like Rick Barnes, to keep that edge and that urgency. But this kid, 25 in white, he brings it every single day.
It's already been a rough and tumble season for Vescovy in that North Carolina game.
Vescovy's taking a seat.
Scoreless over 14 minutes. He'd flown back and forth for his grandmother's
33-14.
Got on a plane, flew all the way out to
Georgia
Maui.
Southern slowly crawling.
And then they finished the Maui tournament with the game in Chapel Hill. That is a lot of wear and tear on a young athlete's body traveling that much.
Yeah, he did not play well, but he and Coach Barnes had a good conversation, and Rick was very clear about the expectation.
Another sloppy turnover.
You look at Santi Vescovy under Rick Barnes. He's been a starting point guard. Then he got moved off the ball his second year when Kennedy Chandler came in. Then he became the top 3-point threat in the SEC.
Here we go, Georgia
so
Southern ball
had
again.
multiple roles within this program.
Here we go.
Starred and accepted all of it with a lot of grace and humility.
Preseason
all
team, all SEC. Bradford puts it on the
turnover.
floor. Ziegler takes it away. Numbers for the Vols. Ziegler shovels it up, and DeLeon finishes.
If you attack Tennessee in the gap, you've got to be strong with the ball, because they are so good
35-14,
just
like
with
that.
2 hands. They don't reach with one, Tom, Tennessee. They go at it with 2. Georgia Southern's going to learn that lesson in this first half. At least they better.
Georgia Southern 3 for 19 with 9 turnovers. One of 5 winless teams remaining in college basketball.
Frick.
There's 7 remaining undefeated. DeLeon rips that one away.
Some say it's harder to go winless than it is to go undefeated.
I mean, mathematically, to this point in the season, you'd be proving a point.
What's the math on that?
I don't. I'm bad at math. So let's get stats by Will on it. Charlie Henry, first-year head coach at Georgia Southern. They've got a 10-game losing streak. They've lost 13 consecutive road games. He said, you know, I'm a people person. I just had such a great feeling talking to the administration and the leadership at Georgia Southern that this is the right spot for me. And whether or not he was looking, all 3 assistants from Nate Oates' staff last year, that team that reached #1, had a #1 seed in the tournament. They all got head coaching jobs. DeLeon with the 3.
Well, I think again, it's that style that Alabama has brought to college basketball that has administrators looking at Nate Oates' staff. And Brian Hodgson,
14,
3-7 this year.
And got in there, another turnover.
Kennesaw State 7-3.
Back to Georgia.
But you look at this Georgia Southern team, Tom. They could have won 3 or 4 games. They've been in several, 8 or 9 point games. They lost a tough one versus Kennesaw State, 96-92. So it's a building process. Not sure how much growth we're going to get tonight out of this one, though.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I know it is a blowout already, but I wanted to do a game. I want to keep on with that Tennessee season. I can say I at least did most of them. So appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. For the ones that are still here, appreciate you hanging out. But we're going to let you listen in. I'll probably stay a little more quiet so you guys can listen in to the broadcast, but hope you enjoy it. And for the ones that are here, is this the first time you met me, first time you found me, or have you come back for more? Let me see in the chat. Yes, or say first time, or come back for more in the chat. I'm sure you get some more folks chatting in here. Not very many people chatting, just watching the game. I know there's 20 of us here, so there's got to be someone that wants to chat. Let me see. First time here, or come back for more. Let me see in the chat. 3 more likes to 20. We're almost there. And Connect, y'all said 50% said Connect would be the leading scorer tonight. There's 18, so 2 more to 20.
Deeper to SEC basketball. You guys been surprised by? Well, I am surprised by just the overall game by Reed Shepherd. He knew coming in he could really shoot the basketball. I used to go back to watch his high school films. You knew that, but look what he's doing. He's top in the SEC and steals per game, 3-point percentage, assists per game. Like, just overall, I've been very impressed with his coolness, his toughness, his fight, all the stuff as well. And State, he understands the importance of that Kentucky jersey, but I have been surprised, and I think the Kentucky staff has as well, that this kid has a complete game as he has shown so far in the first 7 weeks of the season.
59% from 3. He leads the country in effective field goal percentage. That
3:59 to go, 38-14. Georgia Southern inbound.
That is an unworldly number. Good ball movement. Here's Franklin for 3. Wide.
Brick could not hit it.
And a rare offensive rebound by Georgia Southern.
Shepherd was probably the 4th or 5th guy coming in that you would think put your eyes on. Aaron Bradshaw, DJ Wagner, Dillingham.
Looking for another
all of a
3,
sudden
maybe?
Look up and it's Reed
Brick
Shepherd.
again. I would suggest to stop shooting the 3s against this team. You're not hitting
win
them.
Against Miami in the ACC SEC Challenge. We haven't worked since then. What's your takeaway over how that went this year?
Kentucky overall?
No, the challenge.
Oh, the challenge? Well, we ended up tied 7-7.
Yep.
Well, I
think Georgia saved the day.
Wow.
They
sure
back
did.
Georgia Southern, Tennessee
Well, what I
ball.
love about it is you come off a feast week and you jump right into that, and as a result, we get a really good idea of where you are, not within your league, and where the nation is in college basketball, because we're into the week 6 poll right now.
Neck
The
with the
AP
ball
poll.
here.
I think it's so interesting, Tom, with Feast Week and the challenges
Basket. Hey,
behind this.
dude! Another 2.
The significance of the AP poll this week.
21
Since
points for A dude.
2004, the eventual national champion has been ranked inside the top 12 of the Week 6 AP poll. So if you're looking for this year's national champion, there's somewhere ranked in that top 12, most likely.
Adu with the block after the bucket. Then he
the block, but he gets it in. 40 to 16.
By the way, the highest ranked of those national champions, you know, here's Ziegler off the window.
Like in terms of the worst ranking?
Yeah, in terms of the
42-16.
UConn wasn't like in the top 4 or 5 last year at this point, were they?
They were actually. They were. Yeah.
Where was Villanova when they won it?
Villanova in 2016 was that number 12.
Georgia Southern ball, top of the screen.
Okay, there it is.
That's the cutoff.
You know who sets at number 12 this year? Tennessee.
Going to the basket, barely looking, throws it back out to the 3 shot to top of the screen.
Shot clock at 3.
Another turnover.
Didn't draw iron that time. Here's Ziegler.
Here comes Zig. 42-16, 2 minutes to go for the half. And a timeout.
And Ziegler gets a timeout. 42-16. To me, no surprise with winless Georgia Southern that this is the differential at this point in the game. Tennessee led this game 10-0. But if you're Charlie Henry and the Eagles, what do you do the remainder of this game in terms of how do you use this as a growth opportunity as a coach?
Well, all you're trying to do right now, if you're Charlie Henry, is continue to implement your program, your style, how we play. And it's a hard lesson right now. You bring in, as a first-year head coach, a completely new team and a completely new style. But they got some issues right now that certainly the schedule's had a little bit to do with it. They turn the ball over at a pretty high clip. I think 21% of their possessions, they're turning it over, which is number 329 in the country. And you want to keep that thing in that 13-14% if you can. Their free throw rate hasn't been really great because they rely on the 3 ball so much. But he's an analytical guy that he got his coaching start actually at Romulus High School with Nate Oates. That was his first coaching position. So he's married to that system, and I love it. And it's all about doing what we do and not backing away from it.
The biggest
Inbound,
difference
here's
from an analytics standpoint
Zig to connect.
is strictly the numbers. Connect with the ball.
Connect really hasn't done anything tonight, which is okay.
Being able to
there you go, to the basket.
2
for Connect.
It's his first bucket of the game. Is their inability to finish at the rim. Georgia Southern, close twos is shooting just 49%. They only have 6 dunks on the year. Alabama last year, same system, 61% close twos. And they average 4 dunks a game. 3 goes for Cam Bryant. These numbers are going to get better once they get in their conference play.
Yes, no doubt. But you won't go back and watch your last couple of games. They don't get to that rim at the highest rate. And to your point, when they do, they have missed a lot of rim shots. And a walk is so good off that empty corner, naked side, screen and roll action. Ziegler delivering the pass. A walk at Tom is such a force. I go back to his numbers last year. Only Oscar Shibwe and Zach Edey had a better offensive rebound
Tennessee's going to go to the line after a foul.
And he was, as a true freshman, not afraid to get his nose dirty.
And in and out.
Walker has one more coming in. He pulled down 19% of the offensive rebounds when he was on the floor. Sophomore from Hyde Park, New York. Tennessee, as Ziegler takes a seat, has already set a new season high.
45,
first
19,
half points.
a minute to go.
The previous number was
in
43 against Wisconsin. By the way, that Wisconsin win is going to look a whole lot better as the season goes on, even though they lost this weekend against Arizona.
Back out. Georgia Southern looking to get something going. Another brick in and out rebound. Tennessee, here comes Connect.
All orange in this first half in Knoxville. Beautiful pass and
nice little play from Owaka.
Good job by Estrella to get in that dunker spot. You set that ball screen, that early drag screen up top by Owaka. He just pivots out of it, knowing exactly where Estrella was waiting for it.
Get right game for the Vols.
Tennessee has made each of its last 7 field goal attempts. Georgia Southern 2 for their last 12.
Hands up, hands up.
Dean with the drive. Got fouled by Connect.
Connect with the foul.
Tennessee is a no-middle defense. Connect that time with a bad angle.
Down 47-19
that ball
with
to be
24
driven
seconds to go.
Right through that lower elbow position.
So Deuce Dean goes to the free throw line. Grad transfer from Hampton. He's from Columbia, South Carolina. Last year he was third in the Colonial in assists.
Didn't work.
And gets the first one to go. 1,000-point score in high school at York Prep. Statistician to the Stars, Jeff Mears, sitting courtside with us.
Both of them
dug up an impressive but disturbing number on Deuce Dean. Jimmy, he's picked up 16 technical fouls in his career.
So 15 seconds to go.
You kidding
They go
me?
for
He
one
would
last
not
shot.
be good dealing with the
11,
stress of
10.
trying to find
Here
a
we go.
valet
9,
in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Back out. Phillips.
A jump hook and a
Oh,
finish
hit.
from Estrella.
I think he's going to be
Estrella, I'm
a
sorry.
big
Estrella.
kid. And this year going to be of
49,
great value
21.
because he's all of 6'11". And the knockout punch
Not
by
used to
Tennessee
seeing
was
these other
delivered
kids on
early,
the-
but they
on the-
played the right way.
Court.
And championship quality teams, they played to their own standard, and Tennessee met that standard very well in this first half.
An A+ from Adu. He is dead even with Georgia Southern, 21 points apiece. Already a career high for Jonas Adu in Tennessee with a 26-point advantage. Stay tuned. More to come in the second half.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel. Let's see if we can go back to main screen. We're at the half. 47-21 is the score. Nice blowout. Appreciate the ones that are hanging out here still. I know it's going to be tough, but maybe we get some more folks in here the second half here. That's here.
Who cares? Those are the good hands with us.
Put this over here. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at some box scores here for the game, as we always do during the half. Let me mute this so I can hear myself. All right, so let's take a look at some box scores for the game here. Let's look at team stats first. Team stats. Leading point getter for the Eagles are Dean. He's 6 points. And leading scorer for the Vols is dude with 21 points, 8 for 11 from the field. Man, oh man, he's 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 21 points for dude. Rebounds, Bradford, he's got 4, 3 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. And then Jordan James, he's got 5 total rebounds, 3 defensive, 2 offensive. For assists, Dean, he's got 1, and Zig, he's doing his thing. He's got 5 assists. Our point guard. So Zig looking good, but 5 assists. He's the leader in that. Let's take a look at some team stats real quick. Field goal percentage from the field. Georgia State, 5 for 30. Man, oh man, 16%. Tennessee, 18 for 30 at 60%. You can't ask for anything better than that. So that is that. See, 3-point line, 3 for 12 for the field for Georgia Southern, 4 for 8 for Tennessee. 3 points percentage, 25% for Georgia Southern, 50% for Tennessee. So hey, shooting from the line from the field 60% and shoot from past the 3-point line 50. Take that, which is the record shows 49-21 here at halftime. Free throw percentage, 100% for Georgia Southern. They've hit all 8 of their buckets. Tennessee is 9 for 11, so 80% there. So complete dominance all over this game. 60% from the field, 50% from the 3-point line, and 81% from the free throw. All puts together a good half so far. Rebounds, 22 for Tennessee, 16 for Georgia Southern. Let's see, assists, 14 for Tennessee, 3 for Georgia Southern. 6 steals for Tennessee, 4 for Georgia Southern. Blocks, 5 for Tennessee, 1 for Georgia Southern. Total turnovers, 7. That's a little high for Tennessee in the half. 9 for Georgia Southern. Luckily, Georgia Southern can't do nothing with the ball. It might be a little different of a story, though. But, man, looking at the halftime, Duke is only up by 5 against HOF, whoever that is, the 21-ranked Duke Blue Devils. up only by 5 at the half. So that's more of an interesting game. Let's see. For fast break points, 14 for Tennessee, 0 for Georgia Southern. Points in the paint, 26 for Tennessee. That's the Tennessee basketball that we all know, and 4 for Georgia Southern. 7 fouls for Georgia Southern, 4 for Tennessee. And the largest lead is 28 at the moment against Georgia Southern, 49 to 21. All right, so let's take a look at some player stats here, some notables here. I already talked about who was the top ranked there on the teams points wise and assists by. We'll take a look at the benches as well. For Georgia Southern, not much to talk about. A lot of offers. Bryant, he's 2 for 5 for the field, 1 for 3 for the field line. He's got 5 points. Let's see here. Franklin off the bench, he's 2 for 6, 2 for 4 for the 3-point line. Dean, 1 for 5, 0 for 2. He's got 6. So 2 players with 6, 1 with 5. And not much to talk about with Georgia Southern Eagles. They are a reason why they are 0-9 and 0-6. 0-6 away from the field. Let's take a look. But we are at halftime for you guys that are just joining us. A-Dude's having a great night. He's got 21 points. He's 8 of 11 for the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, 4 for 5 for the free throws. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 defensive, 1 offense, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 21 points. Dalton Connect, little slow night for him, but that's okay. You don't have to work so hard. Kind of take the night off, just kind of run up and down the court a little bit, play some defense. 1 for 3 for Connect. He really hasn't been needed. 3 rebounds, 2 defense, 1 offensive, and he's got 2 points. He's got 1 block as well. Zig is doing the thing with the assists. He's got 5 assists, 1 for 2 from the field. He really hasn't been needed as well. He's got 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover. He's got 2 points. Vescovy, no points, 0 for 2 from the field. Like I said, these guys just kind of taking the night off, just running up and down the court a little bit. But Jordan James, he's 1 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line, no free throws. He's got 5 rebounds, which is good. 3 defensive, 2 offensive. He's got 1 assist. He's got 1 block, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. Only one that's really in danger right now for personal fouls is Vescovy. He's got 2. Awaka, he's 1 for 2 from the field. Waka, 1 for 2 free throw line. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 points. Estrella, see these bench guys are going to get a lot of good time here in the second half, I'm sure. So Estrella, he comes in, he's got 4 points, he's 2 for 2. Phillips has got 1 rebound, 1 assist. DeLeon, 2 for 2. DeLeon, hey, 2 for 2, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line. 2 defensive rebounds and 5 points for DeLeon. Carr's got 0 points. Another one, notables, Gainey came off the bench, 2 for 2 for Gainey, 1 for 1 from the 3-point line, 2 defensive rebounds. Let's see what else there. No defensive rebounds. I'm sorry, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. He's got 7 points. Good to see Gainey going. What's up, Suzanne? Welcome in. As we are just going over the halftime stats here for Tennessee versus Georgia Southern Eagles. Pretty much all Tennessee. It is all Tennessee, not pretty much all Tennessee. Meshack, he got hit in the face, but he's got 2 free throws. He did have that personal foul, technical or whatever you call it. He has 2 points. So there is your team stats, play-by-player, box scores, and all that. Only college other basketball game tonight. Duke versus HOF, whoever that is, and they're losing. Duke's up by 5, which should not be anywhere close to what it is. So, but thanks for all the new subscribers tonight. Appreciate those. And let's go back to the other screen here. Maybe we can do, let's see, is there any, we can do social media. Yeah, we can do that. We can do some commercials too as well tonight. So let's take a look. Social media is right here. Check that out. On the Go at CeeLo is my Facebook page. CLord16 is my Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. On the Go at CeeLo1 is my Instagram, and On the go with CeeLo is my TikTok. So make sure you're checking me, follow me, subscribing to me. All I need to, everything you need to do to make sure you don't miss a stream. Let's see what else we got here. We have memberships. Do I have a memberships thing? No, I don't think I do. But we do have memberships on the channel. They're 99 cents or $1.99 or $2.99. And we're running a little special here this month due to Christmas. We're going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card. All you got to do is be a member of the channel to be eligible for that. And how do you be eligible for that? I released about 4 or 5 videos in the month of December, and all you have to do is comment on them, watch them, hit the like button, but most importantly, all you have to do is comment on them, and you get entered into the contest for a $50 Amazon gift card. Now, if you're a rookie, you only get one. When you comment something, you get one entry. If you're in the pro stat level, you comment on a vlog, you get 2 entries for your name on that vlog. And then if you're an MVP, you get 3 entries. So that is how it goes. So where is that right there? Mute that. There we go. All right. So if you want to make sure you become a member so you're eligible for the contest, it's only 99 cents. It's cheaper than a large Coke at McDonald's. So make sure you're hitting that like button for us. We're trying to get to 20 likes. We're still at 18. I know it's been a crazy blowout game, but we'd love to get our likes back up there where they need to be. So let's go back to the main screen so people know we're here to play some basketball. We're at the half. 49-21 is the score. And we thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I know it's been a blowout, but appreciate you guys. It must be big Orange fans to be hanging around here with a 49-21 lead. But Chris George says, I see 20 likes on my screen. Awesome. Very good. So I don't know. Maybe it's just not updating on mine. But thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. So let's go to 30 likes then. 30 likes is our new goal. They hit that like button for us, see if we can get the 30 likes. But thanks, Chris, for that update. There it is, 20 likes. Boom, just hit there. I had to reset my screen. But just waiting over halftime. 49-21 is the score. Tennessee all over the Georgia Southern. Their winless Georgia Southern Eagles today. A dude having a career game. He's got 21 points. And crazy. So just waiting on the commercial to come in. Off so we can bring you some more audio of the pregame halftime show of Tennessee. Let's see. Wonder who's going to have. Let's see. We get your stats here. Connect's got 47%. A-Dude, a lot of y'all said 26 after what y'all seen what's happened with him. So we'll see what happens. We'll end the poll here at the start of the second half, and then we'll see who guessed right. So make sure you're getting your votes in that. So next goal is 30 likes, and we're trying to get some more subscribers. 16 more subscribers to thank you for that subscribe as well. So 15 more subscribers, and let's bring you back the audio here. And find it. Where you at?
Here's tomorrow. Bart Starr, America's quarterback. It's a life story of one of the greatest QBs in football history who played at Alabama under legendary head coach Bear Bryant. The documentary chronicles the highs and lows that he endured. 9 Eastern, 8 Central, right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Second half action from Knoxville right around the corner.
All right, so second half action just coming up here. Tennessee is my second favorite team. I'm from Pittsburgh, so Pitt is your first team. Awesome, yeah. Remember that college game, the Tennessee football game when Tennessee played Pitt? That was a heck of a game. I watched that game. But you like Pitt, huh? Awesome. So how's their basketball team doing this year? How they starting out? I was just saw the Ole Miss. We play Ole Miss like the first SEC game of the year. Ole Miss is 9-0. They could be really tough. Our first SEC start. So we'll be bringing them to you as much as we can. Tennessee Volunteers, just like this, audio reactions, talking through it, and chat and live chat emojis and all that good stuff. So we'd love for you to join us as well. So make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so you'll have that with you as well when we go live. So 6-3, I believe. So we're doing okay. All right, so they're having a good little beginning of the season as well. So it should be interesting when all the teams get into their conference play. SEC is going to be tough. Of course, Alabama, Kentucky, Ole Miss 9-0. Let's see some of. Do they have any stats of the teams here? Team. Let's see. So Ole Miss is 9-0. South Carolina is 8-1. Kentucky's 7-2. Mississippi State's 7-2. Auburn is 6-2. Missouri is 7-3. Texas A&M is 7-3. Alabama is 6-3. Florida is 6-3. Georgia's 6-3. Tennessee is 6-3. Probably be 7-3 tonight after this. Arkansas 6-4. LSU 5-4, and Vandy's 4-5. So the whole entire SEC is pretty good. But I'm not sure who these teams have played here in the beginning of the season. But all of them, I'm sure, have had one or two pretty good games. I've checked the 7-3, 0-2 versus SEC, but Oregon State and West Virginia. Russ the Hunter, what's going on? Welcome in. So, yeah, so all these SEC teams are doing pretty dang good. So it should be interesting when SEC play starts, where Tennessee's going to fall into this. If Tennessee's ranked 12 and we have all these, like half these guys should be ranked. Let's go back to the audio here.
From 3 and dominated in every statistical category, including on the scoreboard, 49-21 against winless Georgia Southern. Welcome back, Tom Hart alongside Jimmy Dykes. It is exactly what you would expect from a Rick Barnes coach team.
Yeah, the maturity, how they handled this game tonight, I've been impressed with, because you're the better team than Georgia Southern. You come out, knock them in the nose, and take care of business. Certainly Jonas Adu has been terrific, and his size, Tom, just too much to handle. And Tennessee's moved the ball really well. They got 14 assists, the Volunteers do, on their 18 makes. But Jonas Adu, 7-footer, has moved well, and he should have this type of a game. I mean, he's a 7-footer against a team that's undersized, but it hasn't just been park out at the rim and throw me the ball because I'm tall. He's moved, he's cut, he's been active, he's been aggressive. Shot a corner 3 ball with a lot of confidence. He's 8 out of 11, 21 points in that first half. Everything about Tennessee continues to tell me, I know they're 6-3, but also tells me they're one of the better teams in college ball, very capable of getting to the Final Four.
Of note, as you look at the first half stats, Dalton Connect, their leading scorer at 19 a game, only has 2. Yet in the plus-minus category, he has the highest plus-minus. Vols were 23 points better.
Oh, definitely, for sure, Chris. It has been a blowout.
Santiago Vescovi hasn't scored. So 2 between Vescovi and Connect, who combined to give him 17 a game, or pardon me, 27 a game. And they haven't missed him at all.
Let's go Vols. Let's go.
Georgia Southern starts with possession to start the second half.
Georgia Southern real quick, and he gives it up.
Rick Barnes' message was in the locker room.
Play the right way. I mean, you saw in that opening possession right there.
Tennessee's going to get the ball back. Quick turnover already.
Right through the middle defense. This is a guy that's about doing it the right way.
Oh, no. Went off the finger, then a little bounce in. 2 points.
Breakdown by Tennessee on that baseline out of bounds under.
Here comes Tennessee ball now.
Nate Bradford with the bucket. You know, I saw Hall of Fame head coach Norm Stewart last week, and we talked about his career, and one of the things he brought up
Ziegler,
is the fact that he played on a really good
out.
small high school
for Jordan
team
James. A-dude rebound.
Here's A-dude.
And no.
And he said, Tom, we would beat teams 100-20. Wow. Because we had
Georgia
a great
Southern.
team, and they just had some guys out there on the floor. And he goes, before we felt bad, our coach said,
Eagles,
don't
blocks,
apologize for doing what
rebound.
you do. It's you're not your job to worry about the other guy. It's your job to play your best.
Well put by one of the all-time best.
A-dude.
Side
Jordan's big slam by the big man.
And Adu has passed the ball in traffic. He's been active on the glass. His confidence has to be an all-time high in that Tennessee Volunteer jersey, right? No doubt. 3 games.
Tracked down by Georgia Southern and Avante Parker, who was limited in the first half.
Steal by Ziegler.
Here's Ziegler with a burst.
Layup.
Left it short.
He missed it. 51-23. Three for Georgia Southern. Drains it.
From Tyron Moore.
51-26.
By the way, that is for Georgia Southern, the 13th
I appreciate it, Chris.
they've taken tonight. 10 of the 13 have come on the left side of the floor.
Turnover by Tennessee. Here comes Georgia Southern. The Eagles
Seems to be tilted that way more.
Maybe it is.
Rebound Tennessee.
A sloppy first 2 minutes for
connect.
Tennessee in the second half.
Connect. Back out Zig. Oh, he could have took the
Ziegler will set it up, slow him down.
Connect. Top of your screen.
Good job to deny,
Looking
connect, and force
to the
in.
basket.
Way out
Oh,
on
he
the
missed
floor
the
for his
layup.
touch. Jonas Adu, the development, Tom, of his hands over the last couple of years has been really good. To me, he used to fumble some bad passes and some balls around the rim would come to him and wasn't always secure with it, but he has been really good and clean so far this year. Cutting down on his turnovers.
Make sure you're hitting that like button, y'all. We're trying to get to 30 likes.
Adu challenged that one.
Adu challenging
Double
it.
clutch from Parker. Got his hands
Rebound
full tonight.
for Adu.
He's
Here
playing a
comes
great
Zig.
collegiate academy in Columbia, South
Zig
Carolina
to
last year.
Vescovy. Vescovy going up.
And a blocking
Foul.
foul charge to Nate Bradford.
The consistency of Rick Barnes over the years is really impressive to me. I mean, this is their 44th straight week inside the top 25 AP poll under Rick Barnes. 5 straight NCAA tournaments. They were a 3 seed in 18, a 2 seed in 19, a 5 seed in 21, a 3 seed in
Georgia
22,
Southern
and a
with
4
a
seed
turnover
last
by
year.
Tennessee. The
This
Eagles
is the team that's going to be inside that top 5 seed line again because of that
back
strength
out
of
to the top of the
schedule.
screen through the top of the point 3. Brick.
Way off the mark that
Vescovy
time for
rebound.
Cam
Here
Bryant.
comes Vescovy.
Product out of Camilla, Georgia, not far from Georgia Southern.
Vescovy to Zig. Zig to Connect. Connect to Zig. Zig to Jordan James. Back to Vescovy. Break shots. Goes to the
Vescovy.
basket. Back out. Zig to the basket. Back to
Got
Vescovy.
it back
3.
from Ziegler.
Nothing.
Everything to make the shot. And Vescovy only 32% three-point right now, which is the lowest
Way he
of his
shot it, like it was
5-year
half-
career.
half.
Has not shot the ball
Georgia's
nearly
Southern
as
ball
well as he
here.
has the first 4.
He is 6 3-pointers away from 300 in his career. The only other 2 volunteers who made 300 threes both have their
3
numbers
for the
hanging in the
Eagles.
rafters here.
Misses. Rebound.
Chris
Jordan
Lofton and
James.
Allen Houston. I saw you looking.
I knew it was Chris Lofton. I couldn't remember the other one.
Comes Zig.
Alan Houston.
Back to James. James to Vescovy.
Great
Vescovy to
games.
Adu. Shoot 3. Brick.
Same corner that he made the first one from in the first half. When Tennessee really squares you up, they seldom are they out of position. I don't know what side Jordan James was doing, just completely opened up his hips and no weak side defense at all, but typically they bear hug the ball about as well as anybody in the college game.
Ziegler lost his footing. Here's Vescovy. And then Adu follows his miss. Golly, what an effort. 25 now for the big fella.
Hasn't he played with a lot of energy tonight, Adu?
Energy, confidence, yeah.
25 points for Adu.
Tip,
Up
no backcourt
53-28.
Georgia Southern has been held at
The Eagles.
20% shooting so far in this game. And that's with a flurry of
Eagles for
makes here in
3.
the second half. And
Drills
another
it.
one, this one from deep,
53-31.
coming from Aaron Banks, his first 3. 59% of his shots come from behind the arc. Vescovy to connect.
Another turnover here. Oh, what's going on with these
We mentioned in
boys?
the first half, if you're just now joining us, I'm not sure why you're taking this long, but Georgia Southern comes in attempting 28 threes a game. Their head coach, former assistant at Alabama, so they are married to that system of threes and layups. This is who they are. It's kind of a little bit of a warm-up test for what Tennessee's going to face when they play Alabama this year in terms of how you have to cover a style like this.
And to your point, both teams
Mason.
following the analytic
Back
blueprint,
out,
only
looking for another
6
3, shoot it up.
two-point field goals
Brick.
from
Rebound,
outside
connect.
the paint were even attempted in
Still
the first half.
53-31,
That's combined, both
14 minutes
sides.
to go.
Adu.
Hey, dude. Ooh.
Got a bump from Bradford, which is his second. Jonas Adu picking up where he left off in the first half. But Georgia Southern on an 8-2 run.
Georgia Southern on an 8-2 run. What? Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for the likes. Trying to get to 30 likes. That is our new goal. 30 likes on the channel. Kind of a blowout, very blowout, 53-31. But hey, a good little run by the Eagles, hitting a couple threes here and there, but trying to make it somewhat decent of a game for them. But thanks guys for hanging out. We got some emojis here. I haven't been able to use all game, but I'll show them here. Here's our member emojis for the game here. We try to change them every time. So if you want to become a member for 99 cents, it's for a whole month. I like the Predators as well. But here is the emojis we have today. We even have Georgia Southern emojis. There's a smoky emoji as well. So that is always fun. But those are emojis for special. And each time we get more members, the more emojis we can get. So, but thanks to YouTube we're in the partners program. So super chats are available as well. Plus Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, all that good stuff. So if you want to help out the channel, you can as well. But just being here, hanging out, you can do that as well. And also we have mini games that you can play in the chat as well. Exclamation point points to find out how many points for just by sitting here doing nothing. You're getting points watching the game. And then exclamation points to find out how many points you have. And then you can take those points, exclamation point, gamble those points or gamble all. The more points you get, the more you can bring up some more special Tennessee volunteer gifts that come up on the channel as well. So hang out, watch the rest of this game, guys. Enjoy. And here we go. Back to the audio of the game.
Back from a broken foot. I was with them over the weekend in Atlanta when they blew out a pretty good Tulane team and watched him practice on Friday. I think he's going to be back maybe even possibly early January, but you're talking about a legit 7-footer that you're going to throw into that very physical Mississippi State team as conference play begins. And he's a difference maker. A kid that loves ball. He's got a great heart, and he's battled back from a foot injury now twice in his career, but you're going to throw a guy in there along with a freshman point guard from Mississippi State named Josh Hubbard that can really, really score. And they were ranked for a couple of weeks and then had a bad loss to Southern, but I'm all in on Mississippi State again this year being in that NCAA tournament. And Tolu Smith, if he can get back and stay healthy, a big, big part of that piece. He's
26 points
as good
for
of a big
Adu.
man as this SEC has when he's healthy.
He's got half
Jonas
the points.
Adu raises his hands. Don't forget about me.
Yeah,
he's got 26 tonight. The challenge for Mississippi State, depending
27.
on the timeline for the return
Wow, give the man
of
the night
Tolu
off.
Smith, is that they open conference play at South Carolina, Gamecock team that's only lost once. Then they get Tennessee, Alabama, and Kentucky.
Claps
And
in the
that
chat
takes
for
them
Adu.
to mid-January. So
Here comes the Eagles.
they could be in a hole early on before he comes back.
And you could almost say that about everybody's schedule in the league this year, right? I mean, it is going to be
Eagles.
It is going to be quite the grind.
Back
I
out,
continue
try
to
to
believe that
paint.
there's 8 NCAA tournament teams out of the
could
SEC
not
this
stop
year,
him.
which would tie their all-time high. The number could go above
Comes
that.
Gainey.
Been some
Gainey from
tough
coast
losses
to
in
coast
this
stops
league,
and
but I think
rethinks
it's gonna be a
himself.
whole bunch of
Waka
teams in that
back to
NCAA
Vescovy.
tournament
Connects
in that
begging for
6
the
to
ball.
9 seed range.
Gainey inside. Back out
Kick
to
out for
Connect.
Connect.
3. In and out. Rebound
Vescovy
Vescovy.
fights for the rebound and saves
Back
it.
to Meshack.
And then the
Meshack
loose
back
ball
to the
is
ball.
finally corralled by Meshack.
My point about
Meshack to
Vescovy,
Gainey.
man, he's a fifth-year guy that just
Gainey
gives
to
you
Waka.
everything he
Back to
has under
Meshack.
possession, keeps the ball
Back
alive.
to Gainey. Fakes
Very
to 3.
active as a
and
2
foul.
guard on that offensive glass is Vescovy.
Deuce Dean with the foul.
Watch him fly in here, Tom. I mean, his ability to read the ball in the air is really, really good for a guard in a foot race to the ball from the three-point line, where he starts from as an offensive rebounder.
Usually we talk about guards having good hands. He also has good feet. You think he played soccer back in Uruguay?
He probably did, right? If you have a team where the coach cannot come to practice and the practice would still look the same, that's Tennessee, because Josiah Jordan-James and Vescovy would control that practice and run it just like it's supposed to be ran. Not a lot of teams can say that.
Monte Parker with the block on the defensive end. Here's Bradford. little turnaround for Nate Bradford, who's got all 6 of his points in the second half.
Now the lead is 20.
Out of Tuscola, right?
Vescovy.
Yeah, and then Rabin
Back to Walker.
Gakushi School.
Around the world we go,
State of
connect
North
with the ball.
Carolina in scoring as a
Gaining.
sophomore.
Back to Vescovy.
That's a big
Meshack
number. I don't
to
care
the
who he's
basket.
playing
It's really
against, right?
Yeah, he had a
And a foul.
51-point game against Inca. I don't know who Inca is.
Yeah,
but
Inca defensively is always, they've struggled. So I'd find another game to compare it to, but
34 points a game.
that's one of those coaches I talked about right there, Josiah Jordan James, is the keeper of that Tennessee culture that has been passed down from guys like Grant Williams to Folke and Josiah Jordan James. He's one of the great ambassadors for this
Out of
Tennessee
Waka.
campus.
Walker
not
around to the
just
basket, turns
Tennessee
around again.
basketball,
Good.
Josiah Jordan James.
35-57
gets the bucket.
Tennessee.
He's got 5 now.
Are they the Inca pins?
Yes, that's exactly what they are now.
Turnover,
Their
Eagles. Here
rivals,
comes
the number 2 pencils
Meshack.
just down the road.
I think it's Tennessee running their basic right now. They set screens, they wrap them, they get the ball side to side.
Meshack to the ball again. Is he going to get another? Back out.
Here's Connect.
Connects.
And
a foul.
to the free throw line.
He's much more than a jump shooter, Connect. I believe he made 75 threes last year and 75 shots at the rim. And really good balance to his game, 3 and white.
Little TV timeout. Appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button for us and subscribe to the channel. We're looking for 5 more subscribers. It's at 8,190. So we're almost to 8,200. Make sure you're hitting that like button as well. We're trying to get to 30 likes. Looking for maybe a member or 2 if you want to sign up for the membership. If not, just hang out. Watch the rest of this game. Have a good time. Chat's been really slow tonight. But it's been a blowout. So not too many want to watch basketball tonight, I guess. Only 2 basketball games on the slate tonight. Duke versus, let's see what the score of that game is. What game is this? Let's see what this game. What Hofstra Pride. Hofstra's 8-3, and they're within 9 points of Duke right now. 57-48. Hofstra Pride giving the 21 ranked Duke Blue Devils a run for their money. Man, oh man. Crazy. I'll bring the audio back here in just a second for you guys.
Continue. The award goes to who you're impressed with.
I'm really impressed with South Carolina and the job that Lamont Paris has done in year 2. I mean, they played the socks off of Clemson at Clemson the other night. I watched most of that game. And his development in that program in recruiting, what he wants to get done. Michi Johnson right now is the 3rd leading scorer in the SEC, averaging almost 19 points a game. But I've been really impressed with the Gamecocks, and they were picked dead last in the SEC. I don't think that's happening at all. And I think that's a South Carolina program that's on the uptick, and I wasn't sure about it last year. G.G. Jackson, I think, at times was a distraction to that ball club. But the way they move the ball, the Mac kid is a load inside. They're going to be a tough out this year. I'm really impressed with what they've done.
B.J. Mack is 6'8", 270, transferred in from Wofford. He's, I think, in the line of the modern big, and we see a lot of them in this league. Aaron Bradshaw comes to mind in Kentucky. Guys that are comfortable 22 feet away from the basket. You've got to find a way to
shoot
defend.
2.
Taylon Cooper's doing a good job.
Slow night for
5 or 6
Connect.
assists a game. And don't sleep on South Carolina right now. Rick Barnes knows how good this league is. At lunch today, talking about chicken tacos and cold soup, he said the same thing. You start looking how deep this league is with Ole Miss,
Connect
Mississippi
hits both of
State,
his free
Alabama,
throws. Now it's Eagles
Arkansas,
ball.
Kentucky, Tennessee. Like, where does it end? You're adding Oklahoma and Texas to this league next year.
Connect takes a seat.
I will not be shocked if the SEC doesn't go to 20.
Waka tried to turn it over there.
What is the benefit of going to 20? And by the way, to that point, you'd have to start earlier, right? You'd be playing league games probably first week of December as ACC started on football championship weekend.
Which I think is good. I think you have to fight right now if you're in the SEC basketball to get your exposure in the league that is so dominant in football. I think Alabama will win that again, by the way. But if the SEC doesn't go to
turnover Eagles, here comes Mayshak. Mayshak to Zig. Back to, oh, what a behind-the-back pass to Zig. Back to Gainey.
Carr steps back. Ziegler and company couldn't finish
Carr,
the fast break.
what a pass that was.
You're talking about those leagues growing and adding games.
Yeah.
Who are you left to play in December if you don't play conference?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Horrible turnover by Tennessee.
Mayshak stays in front of his guy, but then commits the foul. And an N1 opportunity coming for Georgia Southern and Manny Harris.
That's a really good job by Harris. He drives the ball right through the chest of Mayshak.
With a free throw
right
coming
back
up
and drive
here.
it through him again.
Comes from a basketball family. His dad, Derek Harris Sr., head coach girls basketball team at Westwood High School down near Camilla, Georgia. 3 consecutive state championships, one at 18, 19, and 20.
His twin sister play on that team?
Yeah.
De'Erica?
That's right.
And he got it. So a 3-point play
and
by
Manny gets
Georgia
it to go.
Southern. And here comes Tennessee. Still lead is 21.
Georgia Southern has outscored Tennessee 17-10 this half.
Zig back, slowing it down. Top of the point. Back to Waka. Waka Mayshak for 3. Airball.
Is short. It'll be Tennessee basketball.
And Georgia Southern getting a new arena built. And
final season of Hanner Fieldhouse, which opened in 1969.
So here comes the freshman
that's a
Phillips.
Good sports campus, Georgia Southern, out of Statesboro. They really care about all their sports there. Charlie's got a chance to make a name for himself and build something in that Sun Belt. James Madison right now, probably the favorites to know with a win at Michigan State, Appalachian State at 7-2 with wins over UNC Wilmington, who won at Kentucky, and then they beat Auburn. That Sun Belt be a real challenge for Charlie, but it's a good job.
Waka for 2.
To build his brand and build his name as a head coach.
Waka with the bucket.
38. 10 minutes to go in this ball game.
How about that? Bruce doing a favor to former staff member by going into
what a shot by the Eagles.
He paid him by beating him.
Quick pace, 38, 61, 40 now.
11 inside right there. That got fouled.
Turnover, bad turnover by Tennessee. Here comes the Eagles.
That's a tremendous rate.
Blocked.
Big time block on the run up by Cade Phillips and a deep 3.
Brick. Tennessee rebound. Out of bounds. Still Tennessee
and it'll
ball.
be Tennessee basketball. Well, Charlie Henry has his team absolutely battling here in the second half. Adu back on the floor for Tennessee.
Phillips is going to inbound.
Yeah, he's going to be really pleased with how they're playing. And they're playing to the blueprint that he's trying to put into this program, Tom. They continue to, they're moving the ball, they're driving the ball, trying to get sprayed around off those paint touches.
To the basket,
There's
back
not just
out.
one-on-one right now for Georgia
almost
Southern.
threw it away to
they're playing with a
basket.
purpose, they're fighting defensively.
3 for Zig. Brick.
And the loose ball belongs to Georgia Southern.
Here we go.
You know, they got a guy on their bench who's got some experience in this building. Maurice
21.
Spates, who played for Billy Donovan of Florida. Played
Shot
on the
was
second
blocked
of the 2
by
national
Tennessee. Here comes
championship teams
Bascom Zig.
back-to-back. He was playing behind guys like Joe
Under
Kim
10
Noah
minutes
and
now.
Al Horford as a freshman. Ziegler spins it in. And he came in here as a sophomore, had 23 points. I said, what do you remember from that game? He said, that got me in the league, man. It got me drafted.
This one game can do it.
Manny Harris with another 3. 8 of his 10 have come
Zig's
since the
got
break.
4.
Yeah, Maurice has had a training facility down there in Florida that has parlayed him into assistant coach at the college level.
Another horrible turnover. What are we doing?
Part of a great program there, right?
Lead is 20.
Well, that's still the last team to win it back-to-back years, right?
Rebound from his own self,
UConn could do
rebound
it
up
this
and
year.
in.
If I had to buy a team
So
right
the
now,
lead is now less than 20.
because of where they are and their potential of where they could end up. I'm not so sure I wouldn't choose UConn as my favorite. And Arizona is a little bit more of a finished product.
Bad turnover
right
by Tennessee. Here comes the Eagles.
But I like UConn. They have not even touched their
call
potential because of injuries
in their face.
they dealt with. But I think Hurley's got this thing figured out as well as anybody in college ball.
Banks got 5 all in the second half.
Lead is now 16.
Georgia Southern has outscored Tennessee 26-14 in this half, and now a 7-0 run for the Eagles. Cole Swindell must have just turned the game on.
I hope Cole Swindell is watching, because I went back to my room after shoot-around, and on Spotify, just put Cole Swindell on for an hour and a half. He's a Georgia Southern graduate.
Oh, my God, another turn. Phillip, who was that?
Probably wearing
Walker with a horrible missed three.
First half was a country song for Georgia Southern. Everything went wrong except their truck didn't break down, then their dog didn't die.
Cole Swindell. I'm sticking with him. You know, he also co-wrote This Is How We Roll with Luke Bryan.
Yeah.
Ain't Worth the Whiskey. You Should Be Here. Middle of a Memory. Great song.
Their single's 3 feet tall. That wouldn't work in basketball.
Heads Carolina, Tails California. Can we keep going? Cole, if you're watching, hit me on Twitter.
All right, so we're just going to a commercial break. Is it a timeout? Georgia Southern timeout. They have come back. Lead is less than 20 for the first time, and I don't know how long. But Tennessee playing really sloppy here in this second half, not putting it away. I know the lead is 16, but this is very sloppy play. Georgia Southern's outscored Tennessee 26-14, he said, in the second half. Not a good way to put this away. We need to take care of business here, slow this down, shut them down, and let's just get some playing time for our boys, but let's play some at least. This is not good how to end this game like this. It's a get-right game for everybody to get some playing time, but if we're going to play, we're going to play. We're not going to be playing like street ball. Thanks for that subscribe as well. So we're looking for 4 more subscribers to 8,190. And trying to get to 30 likes too as well. I'm bringing back the audio of the game here in just a second. But thanks, guys, for hanging out here with this blowout game tonight. I want to do it because we do Tennessee basketball here on the channel, and I want to try to do as many games as possible. So when SEC play comes, YouTube knows that we do Tennessee basketball here. Also watching, keep track of my Preds. Preds are up 1-0 in the first. Good job.
Header, Sarah Ashley Barker leads 10-2 Bama against Louisiana Monroe at 1 Eastern, noon Central. Then Angel Reese and 7th-ranked LSU play host to Northwestern State at the PMAC. Both games right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app.
Is Kim Mulkey going to get that thing right down there? She had to dismiss another player, right, this week?
Sure did.
Yeah, they're still loaded up, though.
But if that's wrong, I wouldn't mind being wrong based on what they did last year.
No doubt.
There's a lot of wrong out there. 5 teams still looking for their first win. Won't happen tonight for Georgia Southern. Detroit Mercy 0-10, Mississippi Valley 0-9, A&T 0-8. Texas Southern has played all these bye games as they always do. They pay for the entire athletic department. They have the #1 strength of schedule. It's the reason why they haven't won a game. And there are 7 teams left in men's college basketball who haven't suffered a loss yet this year.
Wow.
Including Houston, 4th-ranked team in the country. Baylor. I was with
Big
Priscilla
3.
last weekend. Noted Big 12 guru. He
Lead
was
is
all
13.
over that Baylor team. Thinks they're going to be fantastic. Ole Miss, the only one of the undefeateds.
Hey, dude gets a
Has yet to be
foul.
right.
He's going to go to the line.
Tom, offensively, Baylor, they could very well be the most explosive team we have offensively. If you look up, it's a 13-point game. Tennessee was favored by 30 or 31 and have been completely outplayed, as you talked about, by Georgia Southern in this second half.
Jimmy, you're so expensive, we're going to go pay the bills again. Tennessee's lead has been whittled to 13.
Yeah. Barnes needs to get in their face and say, look, this is ridiculous. This team hasn't won a game yet. Get your butts in gear. Stop playing stupid ball. Stop trying to show off. Go down the court, slam the ball in the net, shoot the ball, take the ball to the paint, play some good defense, and let's not stop fooling around here. This is ridiculous. This team sucks. And we're just letting them overplay us in this half. This is ridiculous.
Don't touch my things, bro. Dennis, when you bundle your home or rent your with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection.
Come on, Barnes.
Do you really need my way to who? It's for my snack.
Let's go.
My dog takes
If you had to put all the freshmen in, put all the freshmen in. Whatever it's got to take to show some balls, to show that, look, we're not here to fool around. We're here to play. Come on, Barnes. As it's a TV timeout, take advantage of it. I know exactly, Cotton. This is ridiculous. Letting a team 0-9 come back on a top 10, 20 team in the country down 13 points. But maybe they looked at the Duke still hasn't gotten rid of Hofstra. They're 68-55. This is ridiculous. Put in the freshmen. They want to play. You guys want to just take your time, and there was about 4 or 5 times Ziegler could have shot the ball for a 3 and he chose not to. I understand he's trying to pad his stats on the assist, but come on. A-Dude can't do everything. He's got how many has he got? 27. Everybody else, look at everybody else. A-Dude was off the court. They came back. Ridiculous. Absolutely.
Good luck Georgia Southern was looking for. They have really turned it on here in the second half. They're on a 10-0 run right now. They've outscored Tennessee by 15 in the second half. And they made it a 13-point game.
Tom, they played harder than Tennessee in the second half. And the one stat that backs that up, 16 offensive rebounds by Georgia Southern in this game. That's just effort, toughness, and willingness to outplay Tennessee when the ball's on the glass in this second half. And I said,
the only one doing anything. 28
second
points.
20 minutes. What does he expect from his guys? I said to play the right way, and they have not played the right way.
No, they have not.
Their energy level has dropped. The ball has not moved. They have not cut as hard. They've allowed Georgia Southern to find confidence and find some rhythm on the offensive end.
It was a 28-point lead at the half, 49-21.
And a free throw missed. Here comes the Eagles. 6:51 to go.
Honestly, didn't even seem that close. Tennessee scored the first 10 points of this game. And to be specific, Jonas Adu scored the first 10 points of this game. Bradford with the drive. He got the shot off but couldn't finish.
Allowing him to get the offensive rebound, too, is ridiculous.
From Freddie DeLeon. By the way,
DeLeon gets fouled.
Note, Avante Parker, right before he went to that last break, picked up his 5th person.
But, Tom, even though the shot didn't drop by Bradford, it's really good action by Charlie Henry coming out that timeout. He got his undersized 5 guy driving the ball down that left side. And that's, to me, that's the difference I see in his offense and what they had at Alabama, is how he uses his 5 guy out on the floor to make plays, drive the ball, dribble a handoff.
And he gives a horrible turnover.
Play by Tennessee.
Turns into a 3-on-1 after the steal by Phillips and the quick turnover. Ball's recovered. Here's Bradford for 3.
Oh, A-Dude with a rebound.
He's got to learn to get that shot off quicker. Bradford has a really slow developing jump shot because he was clean when he first caught it.
Tennessee shooting just 25% in the second half.
And
0 for 8 from 3. And a whistle away from the ball. And that'll be on Cam Bryant at a Dutchtown High School. It'll put
appreciate those subs,
Santiago
guys.
Vescovi at the free throw line, 2-time first team all conference in his time at Tennessee.
Coming into tonight, Tennessee with a number 5
drains the first
defensive
one.
efficiency number beside him.
6 minutes to go in this ball game. See if we
Only
can finish
Houston,
strong,
Arizona,
boys.
Mississippi State, and Virginia have been better in the points allowed per
DeLeon
100
going to the
possessions.
bench.
But that defense in the second half has not lived up to that number beside their name.
Would you say Houston, Arizona, Virginia, and Mississippi State?
Yeah, those are the only 4 defensive teams ranked better than Tennessee right now in the points allowed per 100 possessions.
Arizona's played a
Comes
pretty
the Eagles,
tough
down by
schedule, but
16.
Tennessee's by far the
To
strongest
the basket.
of those.
And an out.
Rebound kick out. Here's
3.
Moore for 3.
Brick,
There's a 10th
rebound,
offensive rebound
connect.
of this half for Georgia Southern.
Give it to Adu!
Give it to A-Dude, someone said.
Connect will settle. Adu's got a 6'4" guy guard. And now 5'11".
Zig. Over and up. See,
Empty possession for Tennessee.
trying to be fancy with it, and they turn it over.
When Tennessee gets away from moving that ball side to side and getting to the third side of the floor, they're guardable like everybody else.
That's going to
Been stuck on the same side. More possessions in this first half.
be Eagles
I mean,
with the
in
ball.
second half than they were in
To
the
the
first
basket.
half, no doubt.
Nothing. Turnover.
Physical play
Here
time
comes
Ward.
Vescovy.
Unable to get it to go. Numbers for Tennessee on the other side. Connect deep in the corner.
3 for
Rotation,
Connect.
That's his first 3 of the night.
Such a natural release by Connect. He doesn't fight his own shot. That guide hand and never interferes with the basketball. Such a smooth release. Anytime in your conversion offense, Tom, you can reverse from 1/3 of the floor to the opposite third of the floor. Good things are going to happen for you.
Eagles. 3.
Quick release in the 3 from
Brick.
the corner.
Defensive rebound. Here
Connect
comes Zig.
had 37 on the road against North Carolina. It tied the scoring record for an opposing player in the Dean Smith Center that was set by Lionel Simmons in 1988. Best
Zig, there you go.
Ziegler sprung free. He's got a half dozen.
71.
He would have
50.
broken the
There you
record
go.
had he
Much
not had
better.
to sit
Back
the
to
last
21 now.
3.5, 4 minutes, whatever it was, with that severely turned ankle.
How was the atmosphere in the Dean Smith Center?
It was fantastic. They had a wide out. I still think North Carolina is really, really good, but that's
3
why I'm buying
again. Here
UConn,
comes
because
Vols.
UConn put it
Zig
on them
with the ball here.
up in New York
Up
last
21.
week.
What a battle that was. Here's Connect again.
And he missed a wide open shot.
To your point, UConn wasn't perfectly healthy that game. My favorite game growing up was Connect 4. This is a Connect 3. His first of the game, and Tennessee leads by 3 touchdowns, 8-0. Big.
Well, at least we've got it back to 21 points, playing a little more better ball, but still, no need to have to do that to get it back to where it was. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. On the Go at CeeLo is the channel. We do Tennessee Volunteers basketball here on the channel. This is, I don't know how many games we've done so far, but we started with the Maui Classic. We've followed them ever since. Haven't missed any games. This Saturday coming up will be Tennessee versus NC State. It's going to be at 10 o'clock at night. I hope y'all are going to join us. It should be a fun game, and I'll be here for it. Going to call the game, audio, everything. So I hope to see you guys on Saturday night, late one on Saturday, Cotton. Hope you'll be here for that one. I know you will. We'll probably do the bowl game, the Cheez-Its bowl game as well on New Year's Day. We might do a drawing at halftime for our members, if all the members will be there, for the $50 Amazon gift card that we're going to be giving away. For a giveaway that we're doing, and how you sign up is that you have to be a member, and then only way you can enter is to comment on a vlog that was released in the month of December, and that is your entry into the $50 giveaway. So there's other different ways you can get entered, but that is the main way. If you're an MVP, you get more entries. If you're a pro, you get a little less, and then if you're a rookie, you get 1 entry per comment on the vlog. So that's how we're doing our giveaway today, or tonight, or this month for Christmas. And make sure you check out our vlogs we put out. I'm a big Disney fan, so I did a vlog from the Magic Kingdom. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So here we go, back to audio.
For UT.
Yeah, Jonas Adu's hands have been really good this entire ball game.
Kenneth, what's up, man?
Goes and
awesome.
climbs on the glass as an offensive rebounder. And Tennessee, one of their strengths has been their assist-to-turnover ratio this year. Top
Yeah, I
3
need
in
to
the
do
country,
one.
usually
I just haven't
pretty
been,
clean
been crazy
Look at
busy.
their numbers tonight. They have 16 assists as Tennessee, but the problem is they also have 16 turnovers. It's been multiple guys.
Okay, good deal.
And those are the numbers that Rick Barnes will say.
28 points,
We did not
10 for
play to our
16,
standard.
10 rebounds, 2 assists for
They head
AU.
into a game this Saturday against NC State in San Antonio. Rick Barnes will have his team's attention going forward, but Adu's been terrific.
He's going to double-double tonight. His second. That NC State game is on ESPN2 Saturday night. It'll be a late start, about 10 o'clock Eastern with a game in front. Bradford
9
commits his
Central,
fourth.
Tom,
You
Tennessee.
going to the Riverwalk, or where are you going to be this week?
I'm going to Houston.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Got a problem?
Texas A&M and Houston is the second game of the doubleheader.
And LSU and Texas.
LSU and Texas is the first game with Boog Shambi and the where the Rockets play.
Toyota Center.
That's where I'm going then. 27% from the three-point line is Tennessee tonight.
AU
They're
going for
now that
29 points.
ties their season low. They have not shot the three ball great this year. They're shooting about 33%.
29 points.
They've had a
for
high
AU.
of 41%, but a low of 27%.
That's the rebound. Offensive rebound for Tennessee. There you go.
Consistently, Tom, I think in that
3
35,
minutes to go.
36% from the three-point line. It changes the game for them on the offensive end.
Cameron Carr with the turnover. Here's Southern on the other side.
I don't believe Tennessee's had a game this year with more turnovers than assists. And that's where they're at right now.
Yeah, that is a rarity. A deep three goes from Deuce Dean, his first bucket this half. And not only that, but over the last 2 games, Jimmy, 48 assists to just 18 turnovers.
Ziegler.
Not just a rarity, but a reversal of a team's strength.
Yeah, Georgia Southern did a good job, Thomas.
Hey, dude.
Really switching everything 1 through 5. They're not afraid of who ends up
Zig.
on AU.
Nope.
They're putting a lot of
Got the
pressure
rebound,
on the ball.
connect.
They're not letting Tennessee just come down and do their deal and run their stuff. As Carr
Stepped out
steps
of bounds. Eagles ball. Carr stepped out of bounds.
Gainey will return for Tennessee. Tennessee led this game 49-21 at the half.
Number 5, you guys are 0-9.
Volunteers 2-1 assist to turnover at the break. 14 assists to 7 turnovers.
Let's make it 0-10.
Gives the Eagles 2 minutes to go.
Here's Aaron Banks downhill.
Turnover quickly, all right back to the
Gainey got a
Eagles.
hand on it, but
And a
right
layup.
back to Georgia Southern. Lamar
Come on,
Franklin's
Gainey.
first bucket this half.
Now the 18th turnover by Tennessee, 16 assists. That is not a winning number in hard games.
Adu kicks it out. Gainey for 3.
It's been a horrible second half for the Vols. The score doesn't tell you that. But 18
Ziegler
turnovers.
has committed 4 of those turnovers tonight. Balance out 7 assists.
We got confetti
I
slowly
noticed that.
falling to the floor.
Horrible, horrible second half for Tennessee.
Where it came from.
Minute 43 to go here.
Here's Carr for 3.
Brick.
Well, I noticed how the arena workers responded to you walking in today. They all reminded me that you beat me to the building. So I was able to walk on some of your rose petals.
And a
Malik
foul.
Tidwell fouled for 3.
For
And he'll
3,
go to the
Phillips
line.
fouls him.
I'm so excited that Malik Tidwell is in the game and going to give us a
Tidwell
chance to tell his
He's gonna
story.
shoot the free throw.
He's a 5th-year senior from Chicago who played at Marion Catholic as a junior. And he played with Tyler Eulis's younger brother, Aaron. Since then, he's been to 3 junior college. Well, he's been to another high school, Prolific Prep, out in Napa, California. 3 junior colleges and 1 Division II school, Missouri State West Plains, and then Morton. And they ended up at Bryant and Stratton. I didn't know if that was a lawnmower company or a suitcase company before playing at Bluefield State last year. And I asked him today, I said, tell me, do you still have gear from every stop? And he stopped and thought about it. 5th college in 5 years, and he said, yeah, I got something from everywhere.
He's one of 5 right now that are playing at their 5th school of
defensive
college
rebound.
basketball. But think about this. He's the only player in the country
Off of
to
Carr.
not repeat a season at a school. So going back to high school, if my math is right, he's played for 7 different teams in 7 straight years.
Yeah, and it just hit me.
Oh,
'cause
exactly.
Every college student knows
Barnes is going to have
them.
them running.
If you
This has
haven't
been the most
repeated
sloppiest second half I've ever seen.
That means you never have to pay your
And
parking
if they
tickets.
play like this, they're going to get killed on Saturday.
Things you come up with, where your mind goes at times is concerning.
As it should be.
It got to 13 points. Chris.
Franklin.
3.
I really like
Frick.
I know they've
Rebound.
not made enough
Owaka.
shots in this game, but they have moved the ball, Georgia Southern, this second half, really well against a good defensive team. Charlie's got a lot of good things.
1 minute to go,
talking
y'all.
about his guys in terms of how they came back in the second half, and they got better within this game.
No doubt about that. Tremendous second half. They've outscored 12th ranked team in the country by 12 since the break. Carr got a little push at the
Carr
end, but
with
still able to finish his first bucket of the night.
Giants fan, what's going on? Appreciate that. Thank you so
Saturday,
much. It's almost over.
UNCW
Make them run for about
comes
3
to
hours.
Georgia Southern.
Exactly.
They'll get a chance for their first win against a team that
Southern
knocked
Brick.
off
Rebound.
Kentucky at Rupp.
Ooh.
And Bradford fouls Carr in the open floor. That is the
Carr
5th
gets a foul.
on Nate Pratt. Well, 4th on Nate Bradford. Sorry, Nate.
I'm still waiting on Cole Swindell to reach out to me, by the way.
18 turnovers ain't going to cut it. You ain't going to win a game that way.
Quick check in my DM.
So they better be ready on Saturday.
He is a great songwriter, and he knows your country music background, I'm sure.
I could maybe pass on his next #1 hit. If a guy like Cole Swindell was to sing Rockin' Little Heartbeat, we got a chance of something special happening.
We got a chance of something happening, all right. Feel like that's more of a Luke Bryant jam, but
You do?
yeah. He could pass it on for you.
He's actually going to do a concert, right? Cole Swindell for Georgia Southern for
Yeah.
help with their athletic, raising money.
Raise some money for NIL.
Yeah.
Great idea. Charlie Henry was telling us he
20
saw
seconds
in
to go here.
Birmingham, and the green room that he used.
Eagles
was the
gonna try to
same
get one
locker
last
Alabama
shot.
used in the NCAA tournament, and
Eagles,
their grease board
ball
had
to the
yet to be
basket.
erased and was
Brick,
still
rebound,
in the same
Carr.
room with the entire
They're going to
Maryland
walk
scouting
out.
report on.
GG. GG.
Well, tale of 2 halves. Tennessee hammered Georgia Southern in the first half, 49-21. In the second half, Georgia Southern returned a favor. They won that half by 10. In the end, it's a 74-56 final. We've got more coming your way from Knoxville. When we return, we'll be joined by
Let's go, Big Orange. Go, Big Orange. Go, Big Orange. Go, Big Orange. All right. So, what a crazy game that was. Sloppy second half. 80, Duke's finally pulling away from Hofstra, 89-66 now. So you Dookie fans can calm down a little bit. So let's take a look at some points here, and we're going to call it a night. Box score, team stats. All right, leading point getter for the Georgia Southern Eagles was 13. Harris Jr. Leading point getter for the Vols, Rob Preds lead 1-0. Nyquist, Gus the Bus. Nice. Dude, 29 points, 10 for 16. He got 10 of those in the first half. 8 for 11 from the free throw line, 10 for 16 from the field. Beautiful. Let's take a look at some of the, rebounds. Top rebounder of the game, Bradford for the Eagles, 9 rebounds. They were 5 defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds for the Eagles. Dude, double-double, 11 rebounds, 5 defensive, 6 offensive assists. Banks, 3. Ziegler with 7. He got 2 more in the second half. He got 4 total turnovers for him. So good job for Zig. Let's take a look at some team stats real quick, and then we're going to call it a night here. Let's see here. Team stats, 19 for 70 for the Georgia Southern Eagles. 27% for the field. Tennessee, horrible. 44%, should never be that low. They had a horrible second half. So 26 through 58 for the field. 3-point line, 8 for 32 for the Eagles. They could not buy a basket. Or the Vols, 5 for 20 as well, 25%. So that high percentage in the first half really went down in the second half. They had a horrible, horrible second half. Really took the reins off, got really sloppy. Free throws, 10 for 12 for Georgia Southern, 17 for 22 for the Tennessee Vols. At least the free throw percentage was out good. So rebounds, 49 to 39. Tennessee wins that. Assists, Tennessee had 17. Steals, 12 to 15 for the Eagles. Total turnovers, 19 turnovers for Tennessee. They lead the turnover thing 19 to 15. That is not unacceptable against this team. Unacceptable. Fast break points, 17 for Tennessee to 5 for the Eagles. Points in the paint, that's our bread and butter in the paint. 40 points in the paint. Let the big men take over and do their thing. Fouls, 16 for the Eagles, 77 for our largest lead was 28. All right, so let's look at some box scores real quick. Some notables on that, and then we're going to call it a night. Told you our lead point guy was Bryant, but other notables, Bradford, he's 6 points, 7 for Bryant. Banks had 5. T. Moore had 3. Off the bench, D. Harris Jr., 13 points, 4 for 9, 2 for 4 for the 3-point line, 3 for 3 for the free throws. Let's take the notables for Tennessee here. Dude, as I said, 29 points. Good game for him. Connect, low game tonight for him, 7 points. He had that big 3-pointer that kind of stretched it open, got it back to what it needed to be at 20 points there in the second half. Ziegler, 6 points, 3 for 7 for the field. Vescovy, 0 for a really slow night for Vescovy. Good on defense, though. Vescovy, 5 defensive rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls. Awaka, he had 7 points. He was 3 for 4 from the field. Estrella, a lot of the bench guys got in there, a lot of the freshmen. Estrella got 4. Phillips had 0. He was kind of seemed like he was lost out there. Phillips looked like he was lost. DeLeon, he got some points. He had 5, 2 for 2 for the field. He had 1 big 3. Carr looked like he was lost as well, all over the place. But we'll see you later, Cotton. We'll see you on Saturday night. Gainey, 2 for 5 from the field, 7 points. He had that big 3. Meshack, 2 points. So thank goodness for Dude, or this game would be even closer. So, all right. So there is your team stats, box scores, and all that stuff. So I hope everybody has a good night. And the final, Dookie takes down Hofstra 89 to 68. They take care of business as well. So make sure you tune in on Saturday night. We're going to be doing Tennessee versus NC State in San Antonio around 9 Central. Probably be on about 8:45. Hope to see you guys then on Saturday night. From now on, from Tennessee, go Vols. Let's have a good practice and be ready for Saturday night. Hope everybody has a good time. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I'll be here Saturday night. I don't want to go, so I'll be here the whole game. Oh, so you don't work. It's awesome, Chris. We'll definitely look forward to you then. Make sure you're hitting that like button for us for all the replayers. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe also for all the replayers. As we got a couple subscribers tonight. Thank you so much for Cookie Savage and some private subscribers as well. So appreciate everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. We'll have those emojis for you on Saturday night as well. Until then, thanks, Cotton. Thanks for Spain for letting me do it. Thanks for all the mods. Thanks for all the memberships. Thanks for everybody. See you later. Good night. Go Vols. Let me get my pom-pom and we'll do it. Go Vols!